channel 64. Our brand new 24-hour channel is available to the majority of homes in the UK, so grab your remote now to make sure you don't miss a thing. We all know that you need the right tools for the job. So here at JewelleryMaker, we have developed our very own tool set just for you. In this larger set, we have provided more tools to help you develop your jewellery making skills even further. The kit includes wire cutters, a bead reamer with replacement tips, an awl, tweezers with a scoop, a sliding gauge, a snip, and all the essential pliers you will need. This is yours for just $15.90. Tuned for more advice, tutorials and demonstrations of jewellery making. We provide the tools, you provide the skill.
The JewelleryMaker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. Each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their account and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moons Moat, Redditch, B98 9HF. Get making and good luck!
Hello and welcome. You're watching Designer Inspiration with me, Jenny Cleary. That's my actual name. Today, you're going to be blown away by the amazing Fiona Potter, who I just kissed on the actual lips because she didn't have any lipstick on. I've got that tingly lipstick on as well.
I know, I can feel it.
Are you still feeling that lip
I'm
kiss?
feeling the tingle, darling.
Some people would say that was weird, but it's not.
It's not
completely
at all.
normal. Completely normal. What have you done that was slightly abnormal? Have you ever done something and gone, why did I do that? My friend kissed the headmistress once. She said, you lovely lady, and kissed her and then went, oh no, I'm sorry, that was really inappropriate. So we want to know what you've done accidentally that was absolutely horrifically inappropriate. And when you think of it, you still cringe inside. What have you done that's inappropriate? 60777 is the number to text. Start your message with the word JM Studio. We have got some brand new products today that are going to blow your crafting mind. Tell me, Fiona Potter, what it's all about.
It's about having backgrounds and textures and depths and dimension to resin jewellery.
And what's it called? Not just resin though, because you can use this on paper and all sorts.
You can use this on paper, on metal, on leather, on fabric, all sorts of things. It's called Chroma Crackle.
Yes. Now I came across this years ago and I told you about this, didn't I? Actually in the nail industry, it's something that's been in card craft following that. I found it in Chicago about 9-10 years ago. I was saying this to you earlier. It really is a fantastic medium, and I love that it's been around for a long time, but introduced slowly into the craft world, because it means that they've been able to perfect the recipe. And my goodness me, Linda just said to you that she wants this and she wants to buy that off you, and she said she's never said that to anybody about anything before.
Absolutely blown away by that. I have to say, I've had the longest week, because I've done lots and lots and lots of hours on this, because I adore this product and the opportunities that it gives you to really express your creativity in jewellery as well as other things.
You know, the jewellery you've made is absolutely mind-blowing, and if Leah doesn't mind, could you really zoom in on a piece with the crackle so everyone can see exactly what the difference is between this and any other piece of jewellery that you've ever made before? Yes, you need it. That's all done by hand. Oh my goodness gracious me, amazing. We've all tried to steal it. Fiona's saying she wants it for a workshop. We're all gutted. If you love this medium, you have to stay tuned to us today, because we have got the brand new system in a kit, and I'm going to spend as much time as Fiona Potter needs me to over there. We've got the flush cutters back in stock. We've got some gorgeous gemstones. We've got the toolkit. We've got loads. Have a look at the ametrine I've got for you. We've got a pearl bundle. We've got the most amazing concave cut, round, brilliant gemstones. If you missed out yesterday on our singular gemstones that we had for you going around the Lazy Susan, don't worry, my dear hearts and friends, because I've got more for you. Have a look at that beer quartz. Beer or whiskey? Is it whiskey quartz? It's whiskey actually, isn't it? I'd much prefer a bit of whiskey actually. Actually, if we could make that happen. Whiskey, please. Now we've got it all coming up for you today. I'm pale today because I stayed at my mum's last night and I've used her makeup, because I thought I'll steal this, and then I remembered that she's a different colour to me. Now, let's get started. Do you know, can we start, Helena, with the pearl bundle? Can we do that? That's what I want to do. Thank you, because it's absolutely gorgeous. Every colour that you want. Ready to make your really feminine, pretty pieces. Maybe, look, oh, what a coincidence. That happens to go perfectly with my dress. How did that happen? Well, I think I need that pearl strand, don't I? The beautiful pinks as well. You've got the gorgeous golds, and you've got the fuchsia in there too. So you've got 4 strands in total, and they're utterly beautiful. Maybe you want to separate them, maybe you want to bunch them all together in a beautiful colourful bracelet or necklace like that. I love that. I love doing that. You know, pearls always look exquisite and expensive. This is such a great strand to have. Look at the gold. How sunny is that? Such a great strand to have if you're doing bridal pieces. But also I think, you know, everybody does love pearls, don't they? I don't think I've ever met anyone that doesn't love pearls. And I think right from my daughter who's 12 all the way up to my grandparents, you know, we all think that, and obviously everybody in between, I just think they're super classic, super beautiful. And you know what, being June's birth gemstone, dear to my heart, because that's my son's birth gemstone, I think pearls are associated with grace, with royalty. And I think in strands like this, you can make so much, because they're not massive, they're not tiny. So these are going to be great on the bead loop. These are going to be really wonderful if you want to do a bit of a beady bead with them. I do enjoy just a simple, stretchy, simple necklace, but these are going to be great if you want to do lots of pearls in like a chandelier style earring. I think these are the perfect shape and size for that. LNGC25 Pretty in Pearls is the name of this bundle. You've got your options to use debit cards or credit cards if you're shopping with us here today at JewelleryMaker. Get yourself on those phone lines, 0800 644 655. You can shop online, it's all the w's.jewellerymaker.com. Loads of you, let me see your gorgeous names. Don't forget, we want to know, what have you done that's highly inappropriate? I've just accidentally kissed Fiona Potter right on the lips. Vicky and Devon, and I've got the tingly lipstick on, so her lips are on fire right now, because it makes my lips look bigger, because they're like bacon frazzles otherwise. Vicky and Devon, you've got to. Marion, Linda, it's great to have you all on board here today at JewelleryMaker. Pamela, you've got yours. Aisha, Joanne, Marilyn, Christine, Kyoko in London. These are kawaii. Eileen, you've got yours. Susan in Wiltshire's got 2. Carol, you've got yours. You do need to check out baskets. I'm giving a go to a phenomenally low price tag for you. Should be, my dear. Hang about. What do you mean should be? You've got 4 gorgeous strands. I'm not clever, so I'm not going to understand what that is per strand. You know I'm mathematically challenged at the best of times. We're going to take these down. £3.20 a strand. I said that a bit brummie, didn't I? £3.20 a strand. £12.80. I can't believe it. That price tag is insane. You've got to multiply. If you're a fan of pearls, you multiply. My gorgeous Sina from Greater London has joined us. Hope the boys are good. Florence, you've got yours. Jill and Sheila, Janice and Marge, Susan and Deborah, and Gillian and Alison in Norfolk. Evelyn, you've got yours. What a gorgeous name. Sydney in Essex. Emma in Norfolk. What a beautiful place to live. My gorgeous Sina, never one to ever overlook a bargain, has bought 3 of these, and I don't blame you at all. Susan, you've got yours. Well over half the stock's gone. You're going to have to act fast. If you want these, you do have a 30-day money-back guarantee with everything that you buy from us here at Jewellery Maker, because we love you. £12.80. You've got that backup always, and because you're worth it. Are we allowed to say that, or is that a trademark now? Because you're worth it. No, we can say that. £12.80. I can say what? Try stopping me saying anything anyway. That's the challenge. £12.80. Classic, beautiful, timeless, elegant pearls. Make sure you are checking out those baskets. I can still see Chris, Angela, Natasha, Dominique, and Pamela, Alison, Millie, Mavis, Florence, Janice, Marg, Susan P, Deborah, Gillian and Alison and Mandy. You've all got unchecked baskets, and we've only got 10 left. Mary and Devon, Jean, you've just checked out. Well done. Ruth, you've just checked out. Patricia, Shell has got 2. Make sure, Anonymous in Berkshire, you've got yours. Margaret, you've checked out. You are going to miss out. Claire and Powers, we've only got 2 left. 2 left. It's gone. Beautiful bundle. Now, we've got what, darling? Some turquoise, some real turquoise coming up for you soon. Should we do that now? Okay. Okay. Make sure you get those texts in. What have you done what have you done, Leah, that's really inappropriate? You can't say it on air? Okay. Well, we know Amelia does inappropriate things on a daily basis. Amelia, can you ever think of something that you've done that's really inappropriate at the wrong time? You're like, why did I do that? Why? Everything that comes out of your mouth, you think that about. What about you, Fiona? Ever done anything that's highly inappropriate and thought, why?
Always. I'm always doing stupid things. I open my mouth before I think. One that has just come into my mind, I remember taking my boss's car through a car wash. This is going back about 30 years. It can't be that long because I'm not that old. But it was about 30 years, and I took it through the car wash, and I hadn't got it in straight. So as the brushes and the metalwork came down, it peeled the door back like a corned beef tin.
Stop.
And I went in and I said, I've got something to tell you. And I burst out laughing. And he said, what? And I said, it's really serious. And he said, well, stop laughing. I said, that's your car down there.
Did he go mad?
Yeah. I didn't get sacked, but he did go mad, yeah. He couldn't understand why I was laughing, but bad news always makes me laugh.
So you always deliver bad news in an inappropriate way?
Yeah. My husband, bless him, I couldn't do all of this without his support. He walked out of the bathroom the other day. Sorry. This
is funny already. What did he do?
He stubbed his foot so badly it actually cut his toe. And he got, like, I thought he was going to fall downstairs, but he didn't, and I just couldn't stop laughing.
You're still laughing now?
Yeah. And it really hurts him, bless him.
Bless your... Do you know, though, we've got some texts as well. What have you done that's highly inappropriate lately? We want to know. Or ever, actually, ever. Hi, lovely ladies. I wrote a note to my boss, left it on his desk and put a kiss on it and left. Later that night, I remembered and went back and... Yeah, because you never know. Those kisses mean... I mean, girls just put kisses. Men read into that. Oh, you're kissing me, are you? No, I'm not actually. We got another one. You got told off for putting too many kisses. We're not stupid. We don't get the wrong idea. It's the men that get the wrong idea. Abby says, hi, lovelies. Hi, Abby. I was having lunch with a well-known author. She looked so cute that I sort of squidged her nose with the palm of my hand. and called her Chuchi Face. Fortunately, she is now a good friend. Thank you, Jenny. You make me feel normal. I need to know who this author is. Who is it? Chuchi Face. Why? Why? Did you look at your hand and go, why? Did I kiss? Oh no, I kissed someone better. Who did I do that to? On the forehead. Who was it? I accidentally hurt one of the guest designers, and instead of just going, oh, I'm sorry, I went, I'm sorry. Mwah. Oh, you're not my son. Sorry. I just kissed them, and I just met them. I can't remember which guest designer that was, but I remember kissing her. Who was that?
I had a really inappropriate one this week. Really, really inappropriate.
You've done another one this week?
Yeah, a really bad one this week, actually. My husband doesn't know, so I'm really sorry about this. Been starting work early in the morning, and one of my bosses is we always have a bit of a banter first thing in the morning, all of us do. And I walked in and said, Guten Morgen. So I said, Guten Morgen, ich liebe dich. I meant to say, how are you?
What did you say?
Ich liebe dich.
What does that mean?
And he said, do you really? And I said, why, what does that mean? He said, you've just told me you love me.
When you call your teacher mum or dad, they're all saying in there, I love you. Do you? No, I don't. Sorry, I just said it. I say that sometimes. Love you, bye. No, I don't love you. I don't love you. NDRU05. Let's look at this gorgeous natural turquoise. These are stunning. The thing about this turquoise is the size of it. Now, we are really, really, really finding it hard to get ever large pieces of turquoise that can be faceted in this way. It's really difficult because turquoise is quite a soft gemstone, so in order to facet it this way in a natural way, so this isn't reconstituted, it's totally natural, you have to have a really, the best quality of turquoise. And of course, when you think about our competitors, Tiffany & Co, Cartier, and I don't mean they're not our market competitors, but we're competing against them to get the gemstones in the first place. You know, it's really difficult when the world wants the very finest turquoise. Of course, this gemstone is highly coveted, so you might see, I mean, you can see howlite dyed into a colour that looks so similar to turquoise, so similar that it's very hard to judge unless you're a gemologist. So a lot of people actually buy fake turquoise without realising it. Well, I promise you this is coming certified. It will be certified as totally natural, and we can source this all the way back to the mine for you. But it's not just about that, is it? Turquoise, look at these gorgeous drops. Look at the shape of these. Some of them are almost marquees on there. They're stunning. Now, they are drill holed for you to jewellery make with as well, which makes a huge difference. It's going to be amazing earrings. You look great with the antique bronze wire that you got yesterday on that great deal. There's loads of you on the phones for this. Now, this is 6x3 to 12x6, so that large one goes up nice. That's nice and big, isn't it, in the centre? It's fantastic. Look at that colour, and just imagine it being in your jewellery. Think about earrings, think about rings, think about using it sparingly. December's birth gemstone along with zircon and tanzanite, so it's a birth gemstone as well. It's one that is featured hugely in Egyptian and Aztec pieces. If we're finding it very, I'm going to be really honest with you, we're finding it very difficult to get hold of natural turquoise at the moment. Seeing reconstituted, we're finding it really difficult. It's just not there at the moment for us to buy because it's so popular at certain times of the year. More people buy it in the summer and then they'll buy it again in December because it's December's birth gemstone. But I do think that everybody likes turquoise. I think everybody can wear it. I think it's got a wonderful tone, whether you're pale of pale like me, little milk bottle in a dress, or whether you've got gorgeous dark skin. It looks fantastic. There are loads of you on the phone lines for your natural turquoise. You've got a huge 35 carats. This is a beautiful gemstone that's been loved and adored for thousands of years. They used to crush it down in Egyptian year and actually use it for makeup and in painting. So historically it's wonderful as well. And you'll see it in historical relics in all of those museums. And if you go into the Egyptian part of the Natural History Museum, if you're visiting London over the holidays, you'll see a lot of turquoise and lapis lazuli in the Egyptian room. You'll also see that person who was mummified in sand. My son spends about 4 hours looking at the dead body. Sandra, you've got yours. Anonymous in Hampshire. Josie in Worcestershire. Should I be worried? Nah, he's all right. 0800 644 655, all the W's.JewelleryMaker.com. NDRU05 for genuine turquoise. Linda, check out your basket, my love. We don't have loads of these. Natural, 100% and all yours for just $24.95. Do you remember when I launched 3 strands for £80? The first day that we did natural turquoise, Ed was producing I was presenting £80. £80, brilliant, and that was a brilliant deal comparatively. Now I'm giving you strands like this, faceted. These are huge. They're only £24.95. Make sure you get yours. It's definitely getting rarer, isn't it? It's definitely getting to the point where we're seeing less and less and less of it here at JewelleryMaker. And I think you've probably noticed that as well, because a lot of you are saying, I need some natural turquoise. Why haven't you got any? You know what? We can't get it. Now it's here. Grab it. You've got 30 days to decide whether you love it or not. It's gorgeous. How could you not? You're going to fall in love with it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Make sure you are checking out baskets. Now I'm going to give you, there's still some of those left, but if I may put this with the black spinel. Now I want you to look at these together because they're striking together. And black spinel, oh, the luster, the wonderful luster that you get from black spinel. It's got to be the sparkliest of all of the black gemstones, hasn't it? And I would say perhaps even sparklier than a black diamond. What do you think about that? Is that a bit of a statement to make? Maybe they're just as sparkly as a black diamond. I certainly don't think any other gemstone outside of black diamonds can beat them with their intense luster, their incredible sparkle, their inner brilliance that you get from these gemstones. Now you can see these are wonderfully glamorous, aren't they? They're going to look fantastic in earrings. They're going to be great individual pendants. I just think you're going to love them in rings. I think these are going to be wonderful accent gemstones as well as feature gemstones. Cocktail rings. I mean, they're making me want to go out for a cocktail, but it's not hard, actually. It's not hard. GQRU43. I'm a daiquiri girl. What do you like? Cosmo, followed by mojito, perhaps. And I like the ones you can get in pineapples when you're in Thailand. What's that called? Not pina colada. Like huge, great, big thing. What's it called? It'll come to me. But what happened to me was I swam to the middle of the bar, which is in the middle of the pool. I sat, I drank from the pineapple, I tried to swim back and I went, And then do you know what? I got all the way to the end and realised that it's that shallow I could have walked the whole way. Everyone was watching me do this. And everyone looked behind me and everyone's just like getting up and walking from the bar. And I'm like, oh, I just swam that. Yes, definitely drunk. GQRU43, 135 carats. Well, no one's perfect, are they? You can use your debit card, you can use your credit card. And by the way, if you shop with the gorgeous Lucy this morning, it's only 1p&p throughout the day. Maureen, 2 for you. Richard, you've got yours. Pam, you've got yours. Vicky and Jan in Durham. We should be giving you this for $14.95, but Helena, who's my producer today, don't like that. She don't like it. $11.95. I thought you were going to give me £1 off. I was like, 13. $11.95. GQR U43 is your item code. Loads of you. Maureen in Hampshire's bought 2. Now you are going to have to check out baskets. I'm seeing Sharon, Cheryl, Rita, Anonymous in Wiltshire, Pam, Vicky and Jan with unchecked baskets. You need to check out your basket or you do risk missing out. Loads of you flooding through. Don't forget to text us today. What inappropriate things have you done and cringed when thought about it later on? I do it a lot. I'm just trying to think of a particular one that I can share with you. I mean, I do it a lot, as you can imagine. I say things all the time. Here's another one. Hi, I spent the whole of my great-grand's funeral laughing because the undertaker had such a funny singing voice. I couldn't stop. Love Sharon. I think I've done something like that before. It's just, you know, those moments where you just feel like you've got to be really, and it makes you laugh.
It does.
Doesn't it?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously that's what I laughed when my poor husband hurt his foot badly.
But they are funny men when they hurt themselves, aren't they?
Yeah.
You've got a lot. Anyway, laughter's much better than any other emotion.
It's really good for you.
Yeah.
Releases
Laugh.
all the good endorphins, doesn't it?
Yeah, you need to laugh more. We should all laugh. $11.95, brilliant price tag. I've done loads of inappropriate things. I just can't think. I can't think of. It'll come. As you know, I'm definitely going to be giving you inappropriate words now. I'm probably going to do something inappropriate right now. Who knows? Now, I'm not going to. Oh, sorry, darling. Bundle 6. It's all right, man. I can't hear you very well, Helen and love. quite loud and aggressive sometimes. Now, I want you to see this, and Helena, I don't know if you know this, but these are my favourite colours together. I love them because they remind me of rose gardens and apple blossom, which makes me happy. I love things like that. Now, have a look, because you have got beautiful rose quartz in those little rounds. They're lovely, aren't they? I love those because you can seedy bead with them, you can wiggle weave with them, they can be lovely little actor. Of course you can soutache with them, yeah, absolutely. Let's never forget that. Look, with the green. Oh, I love that. It reminds me of flower fairies. Do you remember the flower fairies?
That's lovely together, isn't it?
I love that. You had the flower fairies, but what little girl didn't? Leah, did you have the flower fairies? That slapped that one in the face of the wet fish then, didn't it? Now, Leah did not have flower fairies. I bet Amelia did.
No.
What do you mean you didn't have flower fairies? I can imagine you with Sylvanian families. What did you play then when you were little? Did you just read?
I love lots of outdoor games, so I had a pogo stick.
Pogo stick.
Like a giant inflatable, like snakes and ladders. You know.
Giant inflatable snakes and ladders.
Yeah, like when
Ooh.
you went down the snake.
That's good, Amelia. I like that. So you spent your days doing that?
Yeah, outside things.
I did outsidey things, but I also did like to read the flower fairies books.
Yeah.
Amelia and Leah, not from the same, cut from the same cloth as the rest of us, of course.
Each other's clock.
Complete. You know that inappropriate thing? That just happened. Have a look. Amelia just said something that you definitely don't want me.
Not being rude. Not rude.
How do you want to take that, Leah? What would we do in life without Amelia?
I'm not sure.
We'd be well bored.
We would.
We'd be well bored, wouldn't we? Look at this gorgeous bundle. So you've got your capuchins. This is essentially the perfect soutaching bundle. Now, actually, Fiona Potter, you showed me how to brick stitch, didn't you?
I did. No, we did peyote.
Yeah, but it was the brick stitch peyote,
Yes,
wasn't
we
it?
did. Yeah.
And this would be good. With this, actually, you could use the little clear quartzes. You could also use the smaller
Could.
gemstones. Be lovely.
And net it. It would be lovely, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I do love a cabochon. Those are real rose quartz. You've got some beautiful strands here. Great variation on the sizes. Wonderful. If you want to do some wire wrapping with these and some beading with these, but if you would like to incorporate it, great for micro macrame as well. Wonderful for that. PZGC32 is your item code, your English rose kit. Should be, dear hearts, $16.70. That's a great price. That's wonderful value, isn't it? We're going to take this down to £10.70 for you. You do need to be on the phone lines. Super duper quick if you want it. So, and don't forget, we do need your interaction throughout the day. £10.70. PZG C32, Beverly, Jayshri, Maureen, Abigail, Arlene, Elizabeth in Cardiff. You've all got yours. PZG C32 0800 644 655 is the number to dial. As always, it's a free phone number if you're dialing from a UK landline. You can also get involved. I've gone frightfully posh. Frightfully. It's because I've been staying at my mum's house. So I've gone frightfully posh. Yeah, normally I'm just normal, aren't I? I've been like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't say normal. Oh, fine. 10.70. Now, I've been teaching Tom how to walk through fields with bulls in it. Have you been doing bull, you know? You've got to be careful. You've got to be careful.
You have to be careful near a bull.
He was walking through all your horns cannot harm me. Well, Tom, you will come. They can kill you. Please be careful. They're out in the fields now. It's breeding season. Be careful.
You know when they sort of do get
yeah, they'll have you. And I'm telling you, you've got to go in there with a stick, or they'll have you. They just don't like. They don't like if you're waving a stick. They think maybe it's cattle prod and shout "Go on!" like that. But don't just think you can just carry on about your business. That red thing, I think, I'm not sure if that's a myth or not. I'm not really sure. I just know, just be careful, because they are, and the baby ones just knock you over because they can as well. You know, mummy cows won't take any notice of you.
No,
but
mummy cows are gentle.
yeah, just be careful. Be careful. I think Tom doesn't really. I just suddenly got one of my little psychic things. He's going to walk through a field of bulls later. You've got to tell him. And because if I have to, you know, if I've got to be there, you know, I could have stopped it. I'd feel bad. I told that rascal, and he wouldn't be alive for me to go, you fool, I told you. Listen, now, put me on speed dial, yes. Actually, last time it happened, I spoke to you about it last time. What happened that very night? There he is, face to face with the bull. Thank you. You're welcome, Tom. You're welcome. What are you saying? They're colourblind? Yeah, I think they might be, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, are you ready? When are we going to do the crackly crackly? In a minute, good. Are you excited? It's happening. Yes. It's happening. Now, I don't know what to start with. I love this kit. Fiona Potter, excitement. If we had tails, we'd be wagging them right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, that's why I think we should have tails, so people know you're happy from a distance. Mm. Amelia has got a tail. I don't want to hear about that. Now, you've got one.
It's longer than others.
Your tailbone's longer.
Yeah.
Oh, have you actually really got one?
Yeah, so I think I have a mini tail.
Like a Jack Russell when it's been docked.
I'm pretty then, Jack Russell.
She's been docked. Come on then. Did they tie a rubber band on it when you were born and it dropped off?
Mervyn Mouse.
Like Mervyn Mouse?
Other mouses are available.
I don't know who Mervyn Mouse is. She can't. Can you still wag it? Try now. Only when I'm happy. I do think if you are a crafter, there has to be an element of madness. Do you think it's compulsory?
Oh, absolutely. It's part of the creative brain, I think.
Yes, it is. Creative people are more eccentric.
Yeah. We laugh at the funniest, oddest things. And
Yeah.
the more the obscure, the more that we get creative with it.
And it's the fact that we're finding this whole conversation normal
Yeah, perfectly normal.
that worries me.
It's people that don't, you know, that are questionable.
Indeed, actually, indeed. So you've got your 1 mil silver and you've got your 0.4 in silver. So those are really, I mean, 0.4 silver and your 1 mil silver, really popular gauges, and really popular colour, probably the most popular colour. Then I'm going to give you, and I love these, and they're solid sterling silver. I don't know why, but I get super excited about these all the time. I just love them.
I love those.
I don't know why. It's like, get over it, Jenny, you've seen them before. I don't care, I'm always excited to see them. Like Santa. Have a look. You've got sterling silver keys. Yeah, see now you went, oh, I love that. You can't help it, can you? I love them. We're all loving those. Anything mini is cute, fun size. Now, I'm going to give you, and I absolutely love this. It reminds me of sea glass, and I just love it. Look at that. Whoops-a-daisy. Hang on a minute. There we go. So you've got there. You've got the sea glass there. You've got the sterling silver. Then you've got the blue in the agate. They're just beautiful. Beautiful. Very, I feel, you know how you were doing your beachcomber things with the gorgeous Lady Norris? I feel it's very calm, it's very oceanic, is that a word?
It is, yeah. That was my hope and wish behind it anyway.
I love it. Now, did you help Pip put this together? Did Pip do this for you? Help him?
Yeah, I'm so pleased that we managed to get the drops. We sort of did it together.
The fluorite drops were the key thing for you. You wanted the drops. I really want to steal your jewellery today. I'm so upset that you're having a workshop with it. So upset. Then you have got gorgeous, gorgeous tiger's eye to add that depth.
Yeah.
So let's look at the elements of the kit. You have got your tiger's eye rounds. and those are 6mm. Sterling silver heart charms, you've got 2 of those at 90mm in length. Blue fluorite, 8x5 to 16x11 on a 16cm strand. And that beautiful frosted quartz looks like sea glass, 10mm rounds. Your blue agate, 10mm on a 36cm strand. So you've got, and don't forget you've got your 0.4 and your 1mm silver wire. Now, if you love Fiona's jewellery today, and we are going to give you the crackly wackly, that's going to happen. Brand new, never been seen before. We're introducing to you a new medium, and you have to have it, and it's really good price tag. You're not going to have to break the bank to get it. It's very exciting. Go and find your husband's credit card quick. With his permission, of course not. I mean, of course. That was a joke, by the way, just in case any of you took that seriously. I would have done that. I would. Well, what's yours is mine, darling. Which is why no one will marry me. 0800 644 655 is the number. Should be £40.10. We're going to take it all the way down to £26.95. This is a phenomenal deal, and believe me, you need it. Believe me, you are going to want to do Fiona's incredible jewellery. Let's get over there. Let's see whether Leah can catch me today. Oh, keep trying to outrun her. Yay. No, you don't get that on Rocks TV, do you? No, let's have a look. You have got the most amazing, I love this. So this is gem art that you've put in here.
I've used gem art. I love gem art. I use a lot of gem art with my resin.
It's like it's raining and then it's collecting.
Well, I mean, that one is my under the sea, under the ocean.
Under the sea, under the sea. Has Sophie seen that yet, Little Mermaid?
I don't know whether she has actually.
Well, that's one for the bank.
Yeah.
Look at this. Sophie is Fiona's granddaughter. Is she into Frozen at the moment?
Do you know what she's into?
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings.
Good girl.
She's seen all 3 several times. She knows all the characters, what it's about. She understands it a lot more than I do.
It's an Elvish. That's the Elvish gemstone.
I don't know. No, I don't think she does. But
It's
she's
the gemstone
just.
they need to get into the.
We see you know more about it than me as well.
I do. It's
I
true.
must learn.
Now, my dad did some of the scenery for that. There you go.
Really?
Now, let's have a look. I wanted him to let me on set because I really fancy Elijah Wood.
Oh yeah, he's nice, isn't he?
I fancy Frodo Baggins. What can I really do. It's his eyes, those big eyes. Yeah, no? Yeah, you get it, Amelia. You see it. Amazing detail. Now we look at the dinner. I just love it. Is that tiger's eye gem art that you've got?
Yeah,
in there?
that's tiger's eye. We've got quite a few different ones, but yeah, that's tiger's eye, and it sort of picks up nicely on the tiger's eye gemstones as well. But that to me was sort of the look of the pebbles and the sand being washed around the bottom of the sea.
Absolutely, love it. I love it. We're going to give you a better price tag on the kit. We've been given permission. It's going down to £24.95. Don't worry if you've already got this, like so many of you have. You won't be charged until your order actually goes out. Now we are going to give you the crackles. Where are they? I haven't got them on me. Momentarily. We're going to give them you momentarily because we're going to need them to. How did we start these projects? I want to show everybody. Sorry, I asked you a question and I talked completely over you. I just want to show. I forgot to show everybody the secret hidden messages behind here. Have a look. Ready? I'm going to just. Yes. Live, laugh, love. That everyone's motto should be that. And then dream. I think we do those things already.
We do, and it should have said believe on the other one, but
you ran out of bees.
I thought I'd done it and I hadn't. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry for anything. Now I'm going to give you the crackly wacklies in a mo. It's called Slap It On.
Oh, Slap It On's brilliant.
Slap It On, mate. It's brilliant. Slap It On.
You need Slap It On with it, and I'll explain that as we go through the whole demo.
Chroma Crackle is amazing.
I'm in love with this product. I have been for quite some time, so I'm so thrilled that we've been able to bring it to everybody. It's fantastic.
To explain to you, Chroma Crackle is going to give you the crackled effect that you see on every piece here. That wonderful crackly effect. We're going to show you, Fiona's going to show you exactly how to do this. Now this is actually a technique that's been around for a long time. In the beauty industry it's used for crackle nail polish. In the car craft industry they're using it in a lot of car crafting. It's also great on leather. Yeah. It's wonderful on wood. It works on, it looks amazing. If you ever wanted to do up an old chest of drawers, it's fantastic. Amazing on that. It looks phenomenal. My mum's done it. It looks amazing. I mean, you would use the whole lot if you're going to use it on a chest of drawers, but it's fantastic.
It gives everything such depth and sort of three-dimensional look about things. And part of it is, although you can mix your colours and do things with your colours yourself, you don't quite know where the crackles are going to crackle, and that's
Now, can we look at your necklace? Because I'm definitely going to steal that from you. Have a look. Somebody give her that special drink that makes her snoozy. Let's have a look, because how beautiful is that? Just amazing. Amazing. So you're using different colours with the Chroma Crackle. You have to get this. It's going to be such a great price tag. Now we're going to do the Chroma Crackle before we start the demo or as we go along? Can we do it before? Thank you. Thank you. Because then I won't disturb you and everyone will get it.
Okay.
Now I do think we don't have enough stock of this. We've only got 200, was it? We've only got 200. Now I'd say 1,000 isn't enough.
Yeah, I need 199.
Yeah. If you're not on the phone quickly, I think you'll miss out. Is this difficult to get hold of outside of JewelleryMaker at a good price?
I mean, I'll wait and see what the price is, but you can get it else. I'm not going to lie and say that you can't. But to get it in this way and to use it in this way, I haven't seen an awful lot of it about. So
this is specifically for jewellery making?
Well, the way that I'm using it is specifically for jewellery making, yeah. But as you said, I mean, it's been around in the beauty industry. It's been around for cardcraft for a long, long time. But when I saw it, I thought, I have to be able to make jewellery with this.
Talk to me about what each product actually does, Fiona.
Right. Well, the Chroma Crackle is the medium that obviously is going to create those crackles on top of whatever that you're putting it on.
And that's in the silver tube?
That's the one that's in the silver tube. Slap it on.
Slap it on, mate.
Slap it on.
I think it might be an Australian product. Slap it on, mate.
Slap it on. That is a matte acrylic medium that we use to seal. And it's also got, so once you put the Chroma Crackle on, I will take you through this in depth. Once you put the Chroma Crackle on and everything's dried, you need to seal it to stop it crackling and pinging off the paper. Once you put the acrylic matte on it, it will just make it nice and flexible, it seals it and it stays as it is.
Now we've only got 200 of these, we're already...
Wow. Gosh.
Half of the stock has gone. Half of the stock has gone, and a lot of you are buying in multiples. Let's give you your price tag. ENGC70, the brand spanking new, £13. Now, I have only bought this in a beauty way, but I have polishes to do that were quality.
Yeah.
So, and believe me, that does not last long. Look at what we've got here. Is this good value?
That is good value. That is really good value.
What were you thinking it was going to be?
Well, I know that the Chroma Crackle is around about £9 on its own, £9 or £10
in the crafty shops.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the slap it on.
The slap it on. I'm going to be honest. I'm not quite sure how much it is, but I think around about £5. But it's a while since I bought mine, so I'm not quite.
So great value, and of course you get a 30-day money-back guarantee with us. And we can quality of this. Now Hannah has been looking at lots of different manufacturers for this product. This is the best in our opinion.
The best.
It's all made in the UK as well, all manufactured in the UK, which makes a difference because you know that when you are buying things that have chemicals in them that are made in the UK, they're safe. Otherwise, we would not be allowed to sell them.
Yeah.
We would manufacture them. Now if we import them, additions with chemicals that we have, the health and safety and all of the hoops we've got to fly through to get chemicals in, you know, we don't test it on animals, nothing like that, so you know that it's friendly, and that's something we're really passionate about. We do not do animal testing, and I certainly wouldn't be stood here if we did. I am absolutely against things like that. I hate it, and that's my opinion. of course,
fine.
which I'm not supposed to share with you, but you know that I am rubbish at following that rule. I would not, I don't stand for any of that. I don't like it. £13.90. It's totally and utterly made in the UK. It's wonderful. And we are going to talk you through. I think this will sell out in a couple of minutes. I'm going to be honest with you. How many have we got left? So about a third of the stock remains, yeah? About a third of the stock remains, and we've got lots. So I reckon if everybody checks out their baskets, a quarter of the stock will remain. Now, how do I use this, or where do we start with this demonstration?
I'm going to start off and I'm going to take you through it step by step to get to the point where we are ready to use it to create jewellery.
Okay, brilliant.
And then we'll move on. So first of all, I'm using it on card, so it's just simple crafting card that you can get anywhere, basically. It can be used, as we've said, on other materials, so leather, metals, fabrics, all sorts of different ways.
Okay.
Polymer clay as well.
Yeah, polymer
Which is
clay,
great.
wood, it works on so many different things.
Absolutely.
You know what, if you're looking at putting it in fabrics and things like that, certain fabrics will take, certain fabrics won't. You'll have to have a look at the composition of your fabrics, but this is wonderful to have in your crafty cupboard, isn't it?
It's absolutely. I can't be without it because I just absolutely love. Well, you know, obviously I'm resin mad.
I love resin too, though. I love it. I'm just seeing if it
put
says
these two together. If I start taking you through the demo of all the techniques, basically get a thin piece of card, well, a piece of card. You can, I think, also have sort of a heavier weight paper. A friend and I, Nikki Kay, who I also work with quite a bit on this kind of thing, or I wouldn't say work, we play around on this kind of thing and have new ideas. We've also tried it on tissue paper and other things just to see what you can make.
So porous fabrics.
It's just, because it sort of sucks in. Because to start off with, all you're going to do is put a thin layer of acrylic paint. And the paints that I'm using, you can honestly get anywhere. And I'm only going to put a little bit on. I'm not going to do the whole page. And literally get yourself a piece of
you can
card.
get acrylic paints actually in the poundy shops.
Yeah, that's all these were.
They're not expensive. These are
cheapy.
Yeah.
These are not high end. I mean, obviously it's people's preference. I've had all of these fantastic effects just using these cheap ones.
Yeah.
Now you can cover a whole piece of paper with one colour if you want to, or you can add them in and mix them in like
I love
we're
that you're doing
there.
this on paper, and this is good for not just demonstration purposes, but you're all
Reds, we've mixed that together.
look at that already. I love the way you've even made that look arty. It's very flamey.
And I have to say, I'm not a painter. I don't paint. If you ask me to paint a picture of a house, well, it might be the house that Jack built. It would definitely fall down. I would actually cover the whole piece of card, but this then has absolutely got to dry completely.
Okay.
So I'm going to go and do the moment where we move to the piece I made earlier.
Absolutely, please.
Just pop that down there.
Oh, you've made several.
So I've done several because I just want to talk to you.
And this is regular paper, not card.
This is
normal
it's the
same.
Paper. This is the same. It's the same. I think it's a 120 gram card that I just happen to have.
Oh, it's card, not paper.
It's card,
right,
but it does go through your printer.
Right,
so it's
regular card.
It's regular card.
It doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be this, that, or the other. Or,
no, it's just regular card.
Okay.
So we've got that. This is dried, and now we can start to apply the chroma crackle. The chroma crackle can be used in several different ways, and I'm going to show you a couple. When you first get this, obviously, it's, I took the lid
all
off.
Sealed.
I always forget to take the seal off, and I'm squirting away.
Use a reamer to poke the end of it.
All right then.
There's one there. Look.
There we go.
There we go.
In front of me, of course, in the obvious place where I know they always are.
There we go.
There we go. So
this will all come sealed. That crackle is made in Canada. Because I was saying about maybe I didn't make this wonderful slap it on is completely UK produced. Do you know how hard it is to sell something in Canada? It's got to all be approved by Health Canada and all this. And I actually know that because I used to work there. It's almost harder to get something out, a chemical out into Canada than it is in the UK.
Wow.
And we're both very strict. Yes, yeah, it is.
When we put the chroma crackle on, the first bit that I'm going to show you is straight from the tube, and you need to get. I'm doing it straight onto a spatula.
Now, is that the amount we need to be working with there?
No, we actually need to have as a very minimum.
I'm just going to move this up a little bit if you don't mind, so we can see on the overhead. There we go.
We need
Thanks.
a very minimum of 1 millimetre. depth, because as this dries...
Oh, so only 1 mil depth. Oh, right, okay, that's a minimum.
As a minimum. The higher or the deeper that you get the depth of the chroma crackle, the bigger the crackles that you're going to get.
So if I have a skinny amount, I'll have tiny wee crackles.
And I'm going to show you some examples in a short while at the different stages. Now, as I say, this is all going to dry white. And what I'm going to just do is put a little bit on the end of each, and then I'm going to show you the next technique. Because what I will then do is show you, I'll bring this back in and ask if we can get it photographed and added to the Facebook page, so that you can see the difference between the straight out of the packet chroma crackle and what we're going to do next. So I've got a little bit on each. There we go. And I'm just using, I mean, this is my, it was my icing spatula.
Oh.
I don't do ice
We
anymore.
don't ice anymore.
No, this is
not now.
This is much more fun.
I do actually. I love making cakes.
So if I just sort of lift that up, you can see we've got it in different places, but this is just fine. This is just as it is, millimetre thick. I think we've probably got about 2 mil or more on most of that. I'm going to turn it round towards me just to make it easier to work with. And this is where we can have a little bit of magic, and it's also where it gets a little bit messy, and I love it.
Those two are my favourite things, magic and messy.
What
are you doing?
How many colours have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Looks like condensed milk. Do not eat this.
Right. Okay. I'm going to have a little bit of yellow.
What are you doing now?
And
Will these dry clear like that?
No, because these will dry now. We're going to colour. We're going to actually colour what we're doing and have a little bit more. You can mix your acrylics in with it, but you mustn't go...
Would I do this at home? Would I blob it onto something? Like
you would need to blob it onto something. Yes, I mean you can blob it. You could also use one of these.
You're being quite generous with your blobs there. Is that the normal amount?
Well, the blobs of paint or the blobs of chroma.
For the
Well, it depends. You'll see what I'm going to do, because I'm going to really mix them in.
Will this last a long time? Does it? Because it is quite fluid, isn't it?
It is quite fluid. I mean, we've got quite a good bit of working time. However, I've done the black.
I'll just move that out of the way.
Done that. Oh, let's have a little bit of red as well.
Look at the hiccups.
Right. And then we can get in there and we can mix away. I'm just going to get a bit of kitchen paper. Just so I've got something to clear up with.
Okay, right, so that's on the side.
So we can mix it in.
Oh.
Okay, and with the adding the acrylic paint into it, don't go any more than 5% of the total.
So just a squidge.
You're just trying to work out what's 5%.
I don't know what's 5%.
No, normally we'll have a bit of red on that one.
Okay. What, a pea-sized
amount?
Yeah?
And if you think, now I've got quite I would say probably getting on for a tablespoon on that one. And I'm just going to squash that down and get the rest of it up, and we'll go on that one. Now, the other thing to say here is the colour that you've got on the paper, that was your original layer, if you can just see here as well, Jenny, I'm actually getting it in peaks, and what that'll do will give me different textures.
Okay, I can't wait to see the
And you can
crackle.
also sort of mix it in a little bit like that.
Yeah.
I'm just scrape that off and put that on there. Now then, I'll clear my brush off, my palette off, and we'll go for blue now. So the acrylic paint that you've got on the bottom is what you're going to see through the cracks of the finished
colour of the
medium.
bottom will crack, the red will crack, and you'll see. What about where you've put the crackle over the top here?
So
what happens there?
You'll see the red come through, but the chroma crackle without anything in it dries white.
Oh, lovely.
So on the blue necklace, that's the circles one, that was just chroma crackle white, but then later,
that's on top of a colour.
And that's on top of a plain blue like that.
How long does it take to get the crackles?
Well, it depends. This has got to dry out thoroughly, and it can be anything. It really does depend on how deep a layer that you've got. So a layer like this is probably going to be about 3 days.
Okay.
So fast process, but you also need to think that when you're working with this, you're not going to use all of it. As you'll see later, you'll see that I've cut some discs out, but I've still got loads left to use. So we'll have a little bit of brown on there as well and see what happens with that. And I'm just try and get it so that the whole piece is covered one way or another.
Can you use mica powders as the paint? People are asking. Does it need to be acrylic paint?
It needs to be acrylic paint.
But could I use mica powders as well as?
I think you probably could. I haven't tried it with it, but I will be showing you in a minute one where I've used mica powders afterwards to get a top layer.
Aha. Okay, perfect.
And I will. I've got a piece ready to show you because, again, I love mica powders. Now I have some black on there, and you'll see a piece that I've done in a minute with black on top of red, and it is so dramatic. And I'm just swirling that in as well, just to get a bit of a mix in there, because I don't mind having a little bit of white as well in with the colour. And then finally we'll get some yellow. Oh, it's yellow and black now, because obviously I've just gone for it.
The bumblebee look.
The bumble, so we'll have that on there, and I'm not going to mix that thoroughly. I'm just going to lay that on there.
So really, you can be really slapdash in putting this on. I don't have to be artistic. I mean, I can slosh some paint onto some paper. That's not a problem. I can make a mess. That is most certainly not a problem. So I can do this?
Oh, anybody can do this.
Kids could do this.
And I'll be honest, another thing that my friend Nikki got me to do was to be really ruthless and do it with my fingers.
Oh, what, massage it in?
Actually just mix it with your fingers and slap it on with your fingers. I like my tools, and I'm just going to leave that now. I am just going to get a wipe and just clear that, because we're going to need to use that again now.
Lovely.
And then we can move on to the next stage, because once you've done the crackle, we need to put that to one side, as I say, let it dry, and depending on the depth of your chroma crackle, that is going to depend on how long it's going to take to dry.
Okay.
So and you do need it to be dry before you move on.
Can I speed up the drying process? Like, I'm impatient. Can I sit there with my hairdryer and dry it off?
Yeah, no,
Can I put
not
it
your
under a heat
hairdryer.
lamp? Not my hairdryer.
I'm glad you asked me that, but I bet we got yes, we have. We've got an extension lead down there.
I'm going down. My legs are bad as well.
I'm going to spread this one out a little bit more thinly to be able to show you how this will work.
There we go, love. You're in.
Because
I'm coming back up.
You can do, and there's another technique that I haven't done today. I've seen it be done, but I haven't done it myself today, because there's only so much time that we can demo today.
If you want the heat gun, it's on our website.
Right, so you can get your heat gun, and I've taken this down a little bit light. In fact, let's just go a little bit lighter still.
Yeah, let's see that
Just
crackle
for the sake of the telly, I wouldn't normally go this thin. Right, okay. And I'll keep talking. It is going to take a minute or two for this to work.
Okay, so I'm going to let everybody know that the crackle is now limited. We are going to show you again exactly what this is going to do when it dries. Have a look at what Fiona's done here. It's amazing.
It's beginning to
crackling
crackle.
now. Let's go back to the demo, because we don't want to miss this.
So it's just beginning to crackle here.
It's beginning to form. We're getting on the red there. You can see the crackle is beginning to form, and we are seeing the blue underneath. Oh, it's like an earthquake. Look at that. I love this medium. Don't forget, this is not just for jewellery making. This is for card crafts. This is if you work with leather. Brilliant with fabrics, wood, anything like that. The effect you get is phenomenal. Now we are limited. We have less than a quarter of the stock remaining. We only started with 200 of these, and you're only paying £13.90. It's 1 P&P throughout the day. We're also very busy for Fiona's beach scene kit at £24.95. Now you can use your heat gun. We've had some text messages coming through as well, so let's have a little look at those. And this is our what have you done that's highly inappropriate, because I kissed Fiona on the actual lips. Hi all, when working at now closed retail store, whilst in the shop, she means Woolworths, whilst on the shop floor on a very busy day, I was being introduced to our head office area manager, and guess what I did? I curtsied. I don't know why. I was so embarrassed that my co-workers saw the curtsy, and I was the talk of the store. Did everyone go, good morning to you? That's hilarious. Why do we do these inappropriate
It's just mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can just see that we've got more crackles going in now as well, so you can see the difference between the coloured
Oh,
and the
look,
white.
yes, the white coming through there as well.
And you can also see in this bottom corner here, where it's left thicker, you can see the different kinds of crackles. So it gives you a completely different look to letting it dry on its own.
But letting it dry on its own will give you a more defined crackle, won't it?
Yes, it will. Now I'm going to let...
Because I find that actually with nails, if you try and dry them off under a woosher,
it just can get too...
The effect isn't as good as drying them naturally, which takes a
isn't.
long time, but it's worth it. Good things come to those who wait.
I'd obviously put quite a bit on that. It's just slipping
It's because we went like that, isn't it? So have you got?
I've got some
already
now.
Now you're saying about 3 days. So
yeah, I mean we
have
got a good. So I'm going to put this away.
What temperatures?
Just leave it normal room temperature. And I just sometimes I cover it and sometimes I don't, because it doesn't really matter because you're going to do something else to it as well. So we'll move on to the next stage and I'll show you. Now the other thing I just wanted to point out as well, this is something I learned from a friend who is an artist, a watercolourist, and he always used to put masking tape around the edges of his paper, because obviously, as you can see already, you're putting a wet solution on top of paper, which is not really a very stable medium. So it's going to get some bubbling, but then as it dries, if you don't put masking tape, the edges will curl up, which is not very great when you want to make jewellery with it.
Yes.
So if you mask it down, as it dries, it will go flat.
Perfect.
So I will show you one.
Okay.
By the magic that we can.
Here's one we made earlier. So Fiona has, of course, essentially gone away, done this at home. Oh my gosh! I love it. It's better when you let it dry. Look at this. That's amazing. You would frame that. It's fantastic.
One of the earlier ones that I did, I literally just had browns and I'm trying to think. It was browns and browns and yellows, and I did brush strokes across it, and then I did deeper blues, and then I did a pale blue, and then I mixed them together. And when it dried, and I put the cream and crackle on the top, and when the crackles appeared, it actually looked like a watercolour of a landscape. And I thought, well, I can't believe that I actually created that.
That looks like a storm.
But look at the drama here of the black.
The drama is phenomenal. In fact, can we get really close to it? Because we haven't got the zoom on our overhead. I wish we did. I want you to really look at that. It's like elephant skin. Yes, I love that. It is. It's wonderful. Helena said, elephant skin, I love it. This is just fantastic, and we are dangerously low in stock of this. We have only a handful of these left. You need to be very, very quick. I think it will sell out today. At £13.90, I think is a pretty risk-free thing as well.
Oh, it is.
And this is so good for the kids. My children will go mad for this. My daughter would love it. Oliver would love it. He's mad into just Max will be playing football, but this is amazing for kids as well.
Well, the thing is, for kids as well, you're going to see a technique as we move on with this, where I've covered metal shapes. Well, you could use those metal shapes, and it's a key fob, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
yes.
You know, or literally a dog tag. Brilliant. If you want to sort of dress your dogs up.
Who doesn't want to dress their pets up is what I want to know. My cat is not happy about that. When you try and kiss her, she's like, get off. She puts her paws on my face now and does that. She knows I'm going to kiss her.
Oh, bless.
Get off.
Right, at this stage, I'll talk you through the stage first. So this is all dry now. This is
now you're getting out. You slap it on.
Slap it on.
Slap it on, mate.
A matte medium for tissue technique, decoupage, colour. So again, this is perfect. You need it. You absolutely need it, which is why we're doing it together.
Isn't it, if you're doing that?
But it's brilliant. But to get the seal on it and without moving anything, what we're going to do is water it down. This has been drying.
Won't that affect the paint?
It's going to go wet again, but it will stay exactly as it is, and then it will dry back. So you will see it as we go on. It's going to darken. So I'm going to put a little bit in there.
Bit of slip it on, mate. I've got some water here.
I've got a little bit of water.
Are you going to pour the water in, or are you just getting a wet brush?
No, I'm getting a wet brush because I know what a messer I am.
A messer?
I'm a messer. They used to call my son one of my sons Professor Messy when he was little, because he always got in a mess as well.
Oh, I love it. It's creative.
It is.
Kids aren't supposed to be neat and tidy anyway.
Right, so that's brought that down quite nicely. In fact, I think I'll just have a little bit more in there. Okay, because we only want quite a thin layer. It is just literally to seal it, to stop it shrinking back anymore. Okay, and you literally just bring it down. Nice big wide brush, because what you also need to do is try and make sure that it's worked into all of those crackles, because obviously it's the crackles. We're trying to protect the crackles. Okay, I'm just going to go in for a little bit more water. And
I'm worried it's going to...
Now, the one thing, I was talking to one of the ladies in the workshop earlier, and she said, oh gosh, this is not going to be cost effective to make because it's such a long process. Well, it isn't. It's a long process in terms of having to wait for things to dry.
Oh yeah, you're not actually labouring over it for long.
You know, you're a bit stressed, you just need to calm down a bit. You do this. This is absolutely...
Actually, and you do need to be patient sometimes. I think we do live in a world where everyone wants everything instantly.
Yeah.
And actually I went, oh, you've got to wait 3 days. Yes, you've got to wait.
You have.
You've got to wait. You know something? We need to learn more to wait for things.
We do, and look at the fun that you can have while you're waiting, because this is like, you know how on some of those television programmes for interior design, and you see the reveal at the end.
It's like that.
And it's a bit like that because you actually don't know what you're going to...
Yeah.
You've sort of done it. I mean, you could control some of it because you could get, say, some of the big fat daddy-o cutters, and before the crackles dried, you could sort of like have a circle and just squeeze a circle in, because then you've got a perfect circle. And,
yes.
Or you could draw a line through if you wanted things in specific ways. But at the moment, where I am on my journey with Chroma Crackle, I just like slapping it on.
Slap it on. Now this is going to sell out. We're going to take the graphics away in a minute because we've literally got 3 left, I think.
Wow.
$13.90. It is amazing. Let me remind you again of what you can actually achieve, because I know this is going to be a process, but it doesn't take a long time in terms of labouring. You slosh some paint on, you wait 3 days, then you can work with it. You can't work with it until it's dried properly, just like, you know what? And actually you get those 3 days to think about the perfect jewellery that you're going to design. Sometimes we're in too much of a hurry in this world, aren't we?
Well, we are, and I think what I've learned with it as
nice
well,
paintbrush.
it's a cheapie, it's a pack of 5.
No, it's all squidgy there.
It's about a pack of 5 for $1.99 from one of those high street shops. I don't buy expensive paint.
The Smirks.
Something like that,
Yeah.
a bit of a smirky place.
The Smirks.
Yeah.
Rhymes with smirk. We've all got to go to... Yeah, I'm going to go in there. This is a lovely one. Can't get over that.
Yeah, I've got all sorts of paintbrushes. So I've just wiped that up because I'm going to need it again in a minute. So that is now, again, going to sit and dry. And you might be looking at a day or 2. It depends on the warmth of the room.
I'm angry at myself for going, a day? 3 days? Yes, you've got to wait.
Yeah,
it's not. You haven't got to do anything.
You look at that now.
I'm going to entertain it.
I'm looking here, and you see this bit here. Start in there.
There's a face.
You bring that round. That's a beautiful heart. But then you've got, and it's introduced.
Can I show you
it's
something?
introduced. Yeah.
Look.
You seen the face?
Yeah, really good one. Look. Hair.
Oh, you have.
Eye. Nose. Mouth.
Wow.
A perfect face.
It is. Yeah, absolutely.
That's Simon Cowell. Look.
You have. Absolutely. I hadn't noticed that.
Look at his lips. They're amazing.
That's brilliant.
I love it. I love art for this. Everybody sees something different in art,
and your
I love
kids will love playing with it.
Mia will need this for homework.
Yeah.
She'll get much better marks. I'm going to get it.
Absolutely.
You know what? Do you ever do? Like, I do that. Right, Mia, you've got to really throw your heart and soul into this project.
Oh,
let's
yes.
go.
Go on, let's do it.
She's like, we haven't got the mediums to do that at home. I'm getting this. I need it.
this and some cheap
This
paint.
is sold out. It's gone.
Right.
Can I have this one, please? Because I've opened it. I am having it, Martha. You definitely could beat you in a fight today. Now, not every day. Not every day. I'll crush you with my thighs.
With that, we're now going to move on and actually start to use it. Oh,
yes.
One final.
Right, so we're left with paper. We've
paper.
got it all off. Look.
Right. What I want to show you here.
Can I feel it?
Yeah. Sealed, it's dealt with. Right. What I want to show you here.
Trees in the breeze.
Yeah. Now, these ones were all done with red at the bottom, and then I mixed various other colours in. Put the plain Chroma Crackle on. With the one on this side, I only slightly gave it a hint of blue.
Oh, really?
Very, very, very slight.
You can see that lovely blue coming through.
With this one, this was completely white, because what you can do with that then, once it's completely dried and it's sealed and done everything else, what you can do is get some alcohol inks or some more acrylics and a dry brush.
Mica powders?
Or mica powders, and now these ones have been done with mica powders. And I will show you, I won't because I haven't got any mica powder.
Because somebody asked
with me.
earlier, have we got any mica powders?
If I was like, well, I can show you. I'll look some out, and then when we do some more later, I can show you. But basically, what I did here was I put some more Slap It On just in my little cheapy palette, and then I put quite a lot of mica powder in to get the mica powders, mixed it together, and then dry brushed it. Well, you hardly get any on your brush, but I'm going to show you what to do, but using an acrylic so that we can just get the idea of what we're doing. Okay. Only using quite a little bit, and move that here. So get the acrylic on your brush and a little bit of paper off the side. Always come armed with loads of paper so that your brush is virtually dry. I'm going to try and go for this bit here, and there's a bit of white there. Is that okay? Is that in shot okay? Shall I lift
yes,
it?
Yes, perfect, perfect.
Oh, shall I put it back down? Sorry, is
What's
that okay
better for
there?
you, Leah? Up or down, darling, so we can see it?
Okay, I'll do it
Hang on a
down
minute.
just to show
Tom
you the
prefers it down.
right?
Okay.
And I'm literally dry brushing
Dry
across
brushing
it.
over there.
And it's only catching a little
the
bit,
edges.
but you can just see how that is gradually just changing from white to red. You hardly want any on there at all.
Because you don't want to overdo it.
Don't want to
otherwise
overdo it. And all that's doing is just picking up on the edge. Now,
Yeah.
if we just go back and have a look at that necklace,
This one
that
here.
one, yeah.
This one here.
If you look at the edges of the crackles, particularly on the larger crackled pieces,
Yeah.
you'll see the edges of the crackles are slightly tinted.
Yeah, they are with red.
And that's what they've been. That's what I've done here. I've just literally gone over them and tinted it.
I don't know if you can see that, can you? Yeah, you can now. So it looks mosaic now. It looks like a tile. It looks 3D.
And again, you've already got the 3D feel because of the crackles, but you can accentuate it even more.
Yes.
You can also do it, let's pop that in there, with some alcohol inks. And if I just get a little bit of...
Alcohol inks are available on our
Rust.
website. If you want them, go and grab them from there. We have got some, have we?
Yeah, we've got some.
You carry on there. I'll go and get them.
So we've got 3 colours today, and that is we've got butterscotch, we've got rust,
Couldn't find them. They're coming.
and we've got oregano.
Martha's got Martha powders. I was going to say.
But this is the stage when you want to be working with your alcohol inks or any of your inks, because
Thanks, girls.
you're working to the stage where you want to get this paperwork, this background to your design, you want to get it all finished so that it's drying while you then start working on the remainder of the components, which again is what we're going to do shortly. So again, I've hardly got any on my brush, and I'm going to go down the edge, this white strip here. That's the oregano.
What colour have you got there, Fiona?
That was the oregano.
Okay.
Just dry the brush
Oregano.
off slightly. We've also got...
I've got the oregano here.
Oh, I love the oregano.
Oregano. That's what they say, isn't it? Oregano.
I'm just going to get that cleaned up on the brush. And I'm going to put a little bit of butterscotch on now so that you can see the butterscotch.
That makes me want to eat Angel Delight every time someone says the word butterscotch.
There you go.
It is the best one, isn't
and
it?
you see, you can do it. I mean, I'm just slapping it on. You can take as much time as you wanted to, and you could actually paint a perfect picture on it as well. Or just, but look at that. Then you still, when that dries back,
You get the crackle.
you still got the crackle, but you haven't, because you've got the white behind it. You haven't got that deep, intense sort of colour. And of course, the alcohol inks they just last.
Tiny,
don't
weeny
they?
bit. It goes such a long way. I'm going to give you
absolutely.
those now.
Yep.
So you are going to get the oregano, butterscotch, and the rust. And then you are going to get, what do we call this again? The
That's
blending,
the blending
solution. So you're going to get the blending solution as well. Now, these are wonderful on metal, on paper, on card, on wood, plastic. There is, I mean, alcohol inks, if you want to colour something, they're one of the best mediums to use.
The back of that, where that's got
To highlight.
that I've actually dropped all of the alcohol inks in there because I wanted a really, really deep colour, and then let them dry, and then worked away.
Isn't that amazing?
With sandpaper to bring that back.
And so the actual colour inside the lettering is alcohol inks. And what that does is it highlights the indentation.
Yeah.
Alcohol inks are really important to have in your crafty cupboard as well.
Oh yeah.
You have to have them.
Loads
You just
of
got to.
colours.
You just got to have them. KRGC36. These are going in my market research pot to take home today. That's what it is. I can't talk to people about things that I know nothing about.
No, of course not. You need
It's my
to
market
know.
research stash. All of yours should, you know what, this should be $23.75, but we're going to give you a much better price. Tiny bit goes a very, very long way. And we're going to go all the way down to just £17.75 today, which means you are getting a phenomenal value. It's exactly £6 in discount for you today. KRGC36 is your item code. Let's get back to the demonstration. I don't want to miss a thing of this, but that is available for you right now. Lots of you on the phone line, so do be quick.
Right, Martha's very kind. Just put us in some mica powders. So
good old Martina.
I'm sorry, I'm off screen here, so let me bring back to the middle of the screen. Into one of the little palettes, I've put some Slap It On.
Slap it on.
And I've just mixed in quite a decent amount now of mica powder.
Slap it on. Who has a product? Go, what should we call this? I don't know, I've got no idea. I just call it Slap It On. That's what you're doing with it. You're just going to slap it on, it works.
I think it's the company that manufactures, they come up with the most amazing names.
Slap it on.
And I think, don't you think sometimes the name of a product makes you want to use it?
Yes, yes.
You know,
definitely.
I've got to have a bit of that one.
It's like I want to eat a chimichanga, even though I don't know what it is.
No, what is a chimichanga?
Something about Mexican food.
Oh, is
chimichanga.
Oh, I thought chimichanga was shoes.
It's
that's
what?
Jimmy Choos, isn't it?
Yeah, that's Jimmy. Other shoes are available,
Other shoes
such as
are
Louis
available.
Vuitton.
Oh, so sorry.
Louis Vuitton. What is it? What's a chimichanga? Is it like a burrito? Tomato-y sort of thing. Like, I want to eat a chimichanga. Sounds good, doesn't it?
So I have mixed in there quite a bit of mica powder in with that Slap It On, and I'm just getting back to the dry brush. So I'm just wiping that off on my paper, and then I'm just drawing that very gently across that plain blue, and I am going ever so lightly. And as you can see, I work at 90 miles an hour, so I don't necessarily do things always carefully, but you can see the difference that's made. And if I hold that up for you.
So there we go, holding up.
Okay, so
you've got that leafy technique.
The bit at the bottom is a darker colour gold. I think we've just used citrus yellow, so if we can just gradually move up the card, I can show you the piece that we've just done. So that piece here is the piece that we've just done here.
And the sparkle.
And the sparkle. And as that dries, it will leave that fantastic sparkle. And of course it's already sealed in, so we're not going to need to seal it again because the Slap It On is
because you've got the Slap It On in there.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So that's that piece. And once that's dry, we're ready to start working.
And then you resin it, and then you leave it for another 24 hours. I love it.
I started working on this, I think it was a week last Tuesday.
It's worth it.
And I finished it.
Yeah, but actually, in terms of actual hours you've spent working, not a lot. If that's a job,
if I was making just the one piece, like this, for instance, I mean, this was my prototype, so this was made a while ago.
I love that.
You're probably per piece, because you're going to see the rest of the process, you're probably going to be spending about an hour and a half per piece. Mm-hmm. So if I just show you this card here, you can see I've already cut 3 circles out.
How did you cut that? With a scalpel?
I'm going to be absolutely honest. It's out of my paper craft box, and I've got a big circle.
I need one.
And what this has got, obviously, you've got the big slot there. I don't know where it comes from. I will look.
I need one. Can you tell Hannah we need them?
Yes, I will.
We need that. We need it.
But underneath, you can see where it's circling, so it's sort of giving you a mask, really.
And it shows you exactly what's going to be displayed. Perfect.
The other, if you look at our website, both Natalia and Debbie Bulford bought out some templates.
Yes,
and they're shaped templates, and I use all of those. Again, because you're masking, and then I just draw around it and cut freehand, or I use the pointy craft knife.
Yeah, perfect.
So you don't have to use one of these, but it's just easy. So I'll poke one of those out, and of course I've still got all of that left to use whenever I want to. So what I'm going to do now is show you how. I'm just not sure how much time we've got left.
No,
so
I think
I'm not going to bother with using the punch stamps, but what I tend to do, most of my jewellery will have a hidden message or a hidden meaning. So with the bracelet that we've got going with this, I've got a key on a heart, so that's the key to my heart.
Yeah.
These have got a message, but you might not want to see them. It could be that you've enclosed a photograph, but you want to have a little message in behind because it's about your mum, a memory, or whatever, your child. So I tend to always have something different. And on these, because we've in the second kit we've got coming, we've got these fantastic metal shapes. I did get permission to be able to use these across the board because it is full mixed media afternoon. And what I've done with the resin there is just to show you, I've highlighted just a single drop on the first letter of each word.
And is that of resin?
That's resin. It's the doming resin that we're going to use later.
I love it. Oh, that's the doming resin. We've got the doming resin.
Yeah, so we're going to be doming later. So I'm going to show you how I've achieved this. So we're going to use a heart. Shall we go gold? Shall we go blue? Shall we go red? Go on, Jenny, you choose which colour.
Let's go blue.
Let's go blue. So I'm just going to get my scissors, roughly work out where I want to put this, and actually I'm going to get in there because that will, I'm a bit mean, you see, because I want to be able to use the rest of this card for other projects.
No, that's not mean, that's perfect.
So I then use the back, or what would normally perhaps be the front, because that's the finished side. I use the back to put one of these on.
Okay.
And so we're going to use the Slap It On, which I have to say is
that glue?
It gives you the most.
Act as glue.
It's all of my pieces have used Slap It On as the glue. It is so strong, you wouldn't believe it.
Is it really?
Absolutely superb stuff. So I am just, I always put a coat on the base, and then I cover that all over. And again, I've perhaps been a bit over generous there because we don't need that much. So I have another bit of paper we prepared earlier. Wipe that off. Okay, and then pick up your shape, and then what I do is put the shape on the bottom and the paper on top, roughly work out where I'm going to have my pattern, light over, and then just for a minute or two squeeze it. Now you could do this where you cut the paper exactly to the shape.
I was going to say that. Why didn't you do that?
Why didn't I do that? Because I didn't get the best finish around the edge on one of the pieces.
A little extra.
So, and you'll see, because I've prepared a couple earlier that I can show you, but I mean this isn't going to take long to go off. And then I put it down, face down on my board, and I put my steel block on it.
And that'll get any air bubbles
any
out
air,
of the way.
there's anything that will stay there, and I will leave that there then until it's really stuck. So for about half an hour. Once I know that it's really well stuck, at that point I'll lift the block off, because obviously again this is going to make your paper base, your cardboard, whatever you've done, it's going to wet it again.
Yes.
And you're going to need to make sure it's completely dry before you start to apply your resin. Now I've also done some discs, and I've got those prepared as well, and on the back of the disc, because again hidden messages, I've actually just stamped that, so we've got a bit of script on the back of that one, because that isn't going to have any metal on, that's just going to be as it is.
Okay.
And those two are just plain, I haven't done anything to those two, but I think on the ones I've also prepared, I've got those on there because I want to show you what we're going to do. When you've got your shape done, and this I did,
Is that dry already?
This is yesterday's.
Oh, okay.
This is yesterday's, but I wanted to do two the same so you can see. Really sharp pair of scissors. As you're cutting round,
Hairdressing scissors are good.
yeah, well, yeah, they are actually, aren't they? And keep it really close and keep it moving so that it's the paper that's moving more. Don't try not to drag your scissors across it, because you don't want to really sort of pop off any of those fantastic crackles.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, and then because it's the heart, it's slightly more difficult to do. Okay, and then get your pointed, sharp knife.
Peeling an apple now, or a potato
and just go over it just to make absolutely sure, and especially down in the centre of that heart.
Just be careful when using a
But
knife.
be careful, because I've got various cuts on that about
yeah.
me, as you can see. And I also did a little circle one. Now the reason I'm doing 2 now is just to show you, when you're thinking about these designs and you're actually cutting it out of the piece of card that you've just done, think about what you want to do with your final design. How is this going to look? And because you've got different techniques, different colours, different ways the paper's crackled, you might want to think, well actually I'm going to do a light bit and I'm going to do a heavier bit. So I've got both of them there, and I've got the very bright blue going down into the more subtle blue and then the larger pieces. To do that then on the resin, what I is I've taken some strong double-sided tape. You can get these anywhere.
That's great. I've never seen it in that colour.
It's the orange one is always the strongest.
Really?
Yeah.
Where'd you get that from?
You know the
Hobby shop.
you know when we go to the NEC and places like that, you get fantastic.
Okay.
I think this was sort of 10 for £10 or something. So really well, really good.
Mind you, that's expensive for tape, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is
the business.
This is
it?
the business, yes. And I'll put a little bit on that one. And you do need to cut it. It might even have not. It might have been 20 for £10. I don't know. It wasn't too bad.
You won't notice then if I pinch one, will you?
No, you can, I'll leave it with you. No, seriously, I've got about 30 or 40 of these at home.
That's amazing.
Because I go and I think, well, that's a bargain. I must
I'm
have that.
making Mia's birthday card at the moment.
And then forget that I've got 10 or 20. Anyway.
They're great.
They're
Do you know, I'm really
fantastic.
getting into all of this stuff now because I'm making Mia's card because she's a teenager.
Oh, bless her.
In 2 weeks. So I'm thinking,
she's a teenager. She's getting to that time.
she's all right though. I don't think I'm going to have any trouble with her. Or is that the kiss of death saying
No,
that?
you won't have any trouble with me. She's lovely.
I think she's all right. She's well rounded.
Right. Now, because this part of the show is about the components, I just want to show you the last 2 little pieces. The necklace that we're going to make later is using these discs. This is one I prepared earlier. Okay. And I'm going to show you how I achieved it.
It's amazing. Let me show you that again. Yeah, that really made me go, oh! It's like a resin lollipop and I love it.
There it is. And I'm just looking for one other piece. There we go. That's my after one. I'm just thinking, right, to get these shapes, look at the size of your disc and then
I don't even want to know actually.
It's a dapper. You know when you're doing your metal work and you've got a disc and it's going
into... Is that
into...
what it is?
Yeah, it's just what you're using to dome it with.
Where did you get that?
Well, I've got a whole set of them, but because they're all different sizes,
That's funny.
I use them absolutely. They're absolutely brilliant. Then as a mandrel.
Giving you a great circle there.
So no one was. So basically, what I've done here, because I'm sort of moving on and I haven't actually told you, I've taken.
So we're creating what you've just shown me. Yeah?
About, I would say about
25,
30 centimetres, probably more. No, not 30 centimetres.
I reckon that's 25.
About 20, 25
no, you might be right at 30.
centimetres of
30
1 mil
centimetres,
wire.
You were right.
And I've taken it round whatever mandrel you decide to use.
Just to get a circle.
Just to get a circle. Get your flat nose pliers in and bring one back at a right angle. Okay? Then what you need to do is move that over and draw your pliers slightly back from where you think you're going to want to do to allow for a little bit of springiness. Take it off and bring that wire back up. And then you've got that shape. And then take a small piece of your 4mm wire, 0.4mm wire I should say, and I'm just straightening those out because they're curving inwards. Hold a little tail and I'm going to make 4 wraps. Just try and get that so it's sitting fairly straight. 4 wraps around, and although you can do this, you can either do this really nice and neat and absolutely perfect, or if you've got some bare copper wire or some sterling silver wire, you could do it nice and rustic and then actually go with your patina. And just get your pliers in there because we need to get this to set straight, and squeeze it back so that it's going to sit a nice perfect circle and sitting straight like that. Pop it on your block. Now this is actually going to be our bezel to sit the resin in. So gentle taps.
I'm going to give you that hammer and block in a minute at the bottom of your screen.
And the I'm sorry, just do it and then I can tell you. The reason that I'm just tapping that, you could see before, if I show you one again that I made earlier, that is sitting anyhow. But the one I've just now hammered is sitting nice and flat.
Much better behaved.
So I'll just do that again, just so you can see again. And it is only gentle tapping. There's not a lot that we're doing here. It's just quite gentle tapping.
In case you haven't got your hammer and block, it's coming up on your screen right now and will look like this. The block is extremely heavy. We're not going to charge you any extra P&P for that. DUG C26 is your item code. You've got your steel block, 4x4, and then it's very thick, isn't it?
Oh,
what does it mean by 0.5 inch? Oh, and then half an inch thick.
Half an inch thick, isn't it?
And then you're chasing hammer. Sorry, you know how simple I am. Now, you get both of those for, it should be price tag, $14.90, but we're going to take that down for you today to $9.90. Really great thing to have for every medium, I think.
Yeah.
So do get that if you would like. I'm going to give you the doming resin as it comes up, okay? Right, my darling heart.
For this thing, the one thing I just forgot to tell you, because obviously this is card on the back, so effectively it's still absorbent on
porous,
this side, or porous. What I have done is
Did you slap it on?
I've slapped it on.
I knew you'd slap it on.
And so what I've done with the ones that are on the back of
You're
here,
bathing in that stuff at the moment,
slap it on, yes.
Got a problem, slap it on.
It's the answer to all my problems. What I've done is stamped it and then I've slapped it on.
And slapped it.
And so then I know that that's okay. And what we're going to do now, I'm sorry, this is
I'm your Debbie McGee. I am your Debbie McGee.
An degree of the mess that I make at home, as my family will tell you.
That's why your husband tripped over and stuff. You probably said booby trap.
I absolutely dread the day that he's going to come and tell me that he's got a piece of wire stuck in the bottom of his foot or something, because I'm so careful, but I just know it's going to happen. You just know, don't you? I'm just trying to get all my resin pieces out.
We're going. Shall I bring the resin to screen? Is that a good idea now, or should we wait until you're at?
No, that's fine. One last thing, just to tell you as well. These little shapes that come with it will go through perfectly with these hole punches.
Oh, I love that thing.
And
I love it. It's on our website. I'm not sure if we got it today. Your hole puncher. Have we got that today, Helena? Not today.
Not today. Well, if I'm just going to quickly put one in, and just to talk you through, punch your hole if you can before you put your resin in.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Now, Wendy's sister is just about. Now we did say that we'd wait there. Oh, she wants to come down. Yes, that's their twins. You didn't know they were twins. You thought it was two Wendys. Oh, both of you. Yes, she's a twin. Our Wendy is a twin. She's coming down. So what I'll do while she's on her way is I will give you your resin. Now we've got doming resin today, which is a resin that doesn't settle like that. It settles like that. Is that right?
I love resin. This particular resin.
It's got to be the best one, doming.
I use more doming resin. I do occasionally use the ordinary leather. The sinky one is fantastic for in moulds and things like this. But for this kind of project in particular, you need the doming resin. So I'm going to give you that on your screen. We're then going to say hello to the two Wendys. Amelia thought there was two of you and went, "There's two Wendys." SZGC09, your essential doming resin. How many times have we had the doming resin on before, Helena? I don't think it's been on often. I've never done it. I'm excited by it. I want it because I like doing photographic pieces. Now, if you love it, if you want it, if you want to make keepsakes, then here it is. All for you. We'll keep it on the screen until the stock runs out, which is very possible today. We're extremely busy. 106 444 655 SZGC09 should be $14.90. A little goes a very long way. It's a great competitive price tag. We're going to bring it down to £10.90. Woo! Wow,
lowest ever price tag. Brilliant price tag, isn't it?
Yeah, that's great.
Now, jewellery makers, I hand you over to our roving reporter, Wendy. Now, basically what's happened is we can't get enough Wendys, so we've bought another one. So, Wendy, are you coming in? Come in. What's going on? And you, get in here.
They give me a microphone.
What's going on?
Sorry if I got double trouble. It's nothing to do with the camera work.
They even sound the same.
We're close. And this is our friend Katie from America. She goes,
Where from America are you from?
California, Los Angeles.
Have you got an American accent?
Yes.
Have you? If you say it like that, I love it. I want your American accent. Are we going to go to California to come and meet you then? It's only fair.
Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anytime.
That's definitely.
Come get some warm weather.
Definitely. You came when the weather went. Yeah, last week it was
I know.
amazing.
It happens every year. We get here and the day we come, the weather stops. Every
Oh
time.
right, so we know who to blame now.
Yeah.
You're going to come in May next year,
Yes.
aren't you? So.
Now Wendy does does our workshops here. I'm sure actually the whole family will be working. You should start working here soon.
Well, I met you back in February,
You did?
didn't I?
Yeah.
So I love
Was it your
yeah.
birthday?
So, 21st.
It was your 21st birthday, yeah.
We could do a bit of joint presenting, couldn't we, perhaps?
Yes, definitely. I think maybe we could do a little feature. It could
Yeah.
happen. So girls, you're going around, you're going to have a look at the
We're
museum.
having a nice day.
Okay, good.
then-
Go and have lunch and some
then-
wine.
That's what we're going to do,
Yeah.
Have a glass of Prosecco.
Go into the pool, we're going to the pool. Don't go over the Birmingham accent. So Wendy and family, everybody. Thank you, have a lovely visit. Bye, we'll see you soon. If you ever feel like not coming to work, you could just send your tweet. No one would notice. Have you done that? Bye, love. Bye. Just to let everybody know at home, we've almost sold out of that resin. It's almost gone. So you need to be very quick. SZGC09. We've only got a tiny amount of those left. What are you up to, Lady P?
Well, I just decided because the resin takes 2 minutes to mix while we were talking to the Wendy's.
The Wendy's.
The Wendy's. I thought
double
plus one. But I thought I would just get it mixed. So what I've done is I've mixed 3 grams of the resin and 1.5 grams of the hardener. So I'm just mixing that together. But because we need to sort of just speed up a little bit, I can see where we're moving on.
You and that heat gun.
So I'm just going to move the heat gun over. Just,
what are you doing?
And I mean briefly.
Why are you doing that?
Because that, as you can see,
Because resin takes a long time to set anyway.
it's not about setting it. I'm just trying to pass a little bit of heat over it to reduce the amount of bubbles that we've got.
Good
Because
idea.
I've done it really, really quickly.
Okay.
Normally I would be a little bit slower and make it a bit of a neater job. I'm going to move this out of the way so we can see let you see what I'm doing.
Let me just show everybody what resin does in case you're thinking, well, I don't even know what resin is for. You know what? Have a look at these pieces. Have a look at how it domes over the top. Can you see that? That is why you need doming resin. You need it. When you get married, Amelia and Leah, you can put your photograph inside a heart and resin over the top and it'll be forever.
I'll make you a piece.
Yes! I'm going to get married now because you just keep getting presents and I'm really jealous of that.
Most of it. Yeah, Alison Tony's shoes.
Is Alison Terry in the middle of making your shoes?
Yeah, well, not in the middle.
I'll make you matching.
She said she will.
She's making her bridal shoes.
They can have matching necklaces as memories of their wedding day.
Mrs. and Mrs.
Sheila says she's making some nice things as well.
When are you getting married? Like forever
June
away.
2016.
June
I've got plenty of
2000
time.
what?
You need to say that, the 11th.
The 11th. And I'll have somewhere to stay. They're getting married in my Shire, everyone. The best place to get married. There we go. I think I've known a lot of people who get married in the Shire and live happily ever after. We don't do divorce in the Shire. No, we do.
Right, here we go. Just going to...
What are you up to?
Right,
Fiona
what we're going to
Parker?
do, I just need to give that a little bit more of a hammer just on the one side. It's just
The
not-
resin gone, sold out.
Well, that was phenomenal value, so I am absolutely not surprised, and I just hope you all have fun recreating these
I
projects.
want to have some fun
Right.
with resin.
What we're going to do now, this is
Market research.
these two are the last components for this section, and once we've done this, the components are all made, and then in the next session I'll take
put
you
them
through
together.
how to put them all together. Now, these are loose, so you're going to think, oh, well, you shouldn't really do that to resin, but I've done it to all of those.
Did you not stick them
I've
all
done it
down?
to these. No, I didn't stick them down at all.
Okay.
Now,
Are you going to stick them to the block though?
I have purely because I'm travelling home,
Okay.
and I don't want them getting ruined on the way
That
home.
won't happen because I'm going to steal them.
But they won't be dry, so I'll have to bring you one back in for next week.
Okay.
I promise. Look at the design and decide where you want to have the side, because obviously with the design that we're going to make today, this long piece here is actually going to form a connector and it's going to be sideways on. But equally, you could do it as a pendant and have it topways on. So it just depends how you want it. And I
You
think
can change it afterwards because it's circular, right? Or not?
no, because this is going to be stuck.
Oh, sorry,
this
because
is
of the
stuck
way.
on.
Yes.
This is stuck
yes,
on.
yes.
Right. And it's okay. Now, because we've got the doming resin is more viscous, so it sort of pulls away from the edges.
Explain viscous.
Don't do that to me, Jenny. Can't think what.
But I have to know everything.
It's thicker and it's more. It sticks together more. It's more gloopy.
Okay.
And rather than
If you could use more childlike words when
yes,
you're
it's more gloopy.
When
That's
you're
better.
working with me, please.
That's
Otherwise,
better.
I'm like viscous, and you've moved on, and I'm still trying to work out what you mean.
Yeah, it's more gloopy. It's thicker. It's thicker.
good.
That's right.
Like me.
And it.
Don't, because I come from
you
really
didn't say
clever
a
people,
word.
and if my family are watching now, they're going,
You are
so
clever.
stupid.
Right. So what I'm going to do is just put some of this in. I'm going to put about three.
I'm just going to move that still block out.
Three stirrings.
Sorry, Tom.
I'll tell you what. I'm actually a little bit off centre, so let's just move that in there so that we can see that we're on camera.
There
Is
we
that
are.
better? Let's
move that. Tell you what, it's all about angles and smangles.
Let's get this, and then we can see it all, can't we now?
There we are.
There
we are.
And
there's doming already.
now, what I'm going to do though is hold this little stick, the end of my lollipop, if you like. And it doesn't matter that it's moving around a bit, because wherever you're going to make this, you can leave it in situ and it'll be fine. Can you see how already it's absolutely making those crackles stand out?
Do you have to be careful it's not seeping out of the edge, or are we not worried about
No,
seeping?
I'm not worried, because I'm not putting too much on. I've only got 3 blobs, if you like.
Okay.
Of child language, so 3 blobs.
Thank you. No, I like you to keep it like that.
And you can see there is a tiny weeny bit of seepage there, but because it's doming resin, it's going to find its edge. So it's going to find the edge of the card that it's sitting on, the edge of its background, and it's going to hold itself.
That's all because of the chemical compound.
It's the chemical compound. I'm going to do the same on that one. So again, I think I've probably got bigger scoops on that one. And again, just move it out. I am just going to hold the wire because, as I say, I'm just trying to speed up for the sake of the demo, because I know we've been on this a while. And then I'm going to show you the last 2 pieces. So once you've done that, I would also, I'm not going to do it now because I want to go on to the second stage, but I would also put a single layer of doming on there as well. And then I'm going to move those away to the side, and I'm going to bring in the second stage. So imagine they've gone away and they've cured overnight.
I love that red. It's amazing.
And miraculously.
So it's just overnight, 12 hours. You could put it in an airing cupboard or not?
It depends. I have to say, I mean, I can get a slightly quicker cure because I've got a little curing cabinet at home. Well, it's actually a laboratory incubator, but it means I've got a.
But those are for hatching eggs.
It's actually one that you have test tubes and things in, but I've taken the shells and
it's very
works
sciencey.
brilliant. It is. It's ready for when we do the workshops, because we're starting workshops at the end of September. Here, 30th of September.
We or you
me.
Mean? Yes.
Me. And it'll be resin projects. So, if you think of these little lollipops that we made earlier, the one that you can see here is the first layer, and I'm now going to put the finished layer on, and I'm also going to put another layer of the doming on here, and that will then complete our component part. Okay, so again, I'm moving in with 2, but what I'm also going to do is actually, if I can just lift that off there, I'm going to be a little bit radical, because the other thing that I do is, because it's doming, I'm actually going around the edge with my little stirring stick, because I want it to seal the outside as well.
I thought you were going to cut that round that,
no,
but you're not.
I'm keeping that on because I think it just adds another
Nice
dimension.
frame. Yeah.
It's a frame. If you wanted to, you could cut it off, but no, I want that left on. So that's on there, and because, as we say, it's doming resin, it's absolutely fine. I can pop that back on there now, and that's going to stick to the little piece that I put on earlier, and then I'm just going to fill that centre. Just make sure you brought it up to the edges. Got a nice layer in there, And then I'm also going to put a second coat on here.
Is this ready dry one? So we're pretending it's
So
dry?
yeah, we've already done the first layer. So this is the second layer, and I've put it in the middle, and I'm just gradually pulling that out to
And
the
it's
side.
self-leveling, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know, I adore this. I just adore this resin.
Is it the best resin you've ever used?
It is. I really, really, really love it. Do you think I like it a bit?
I love your passion towards it. And do you know what I really like resin? Because I'm quite a sentimental person. Like, I love the idea of putting pictures of my kids in there, or pictures of my animals in there. Or, you know, like anything. It could be a lock of hair, and I keep all of it. You know, I've still got the kids' dummies and first ever socks and stupid things like that. And I sometimes open them and go,
oh, that was my babies.
Yeah, do we all do that? I think we do.
Oh, definitely. I've still got the boys' first shoes, and
you can't help
it is a bit macabre, but I've also got the first teeth.
I've still got mine.
Yeah, that's all right. It's not just
because
me,
I asked the tooth fairy if I could have them back.
Yeah.
Because when she builds a new house, she takes them down and you can have them back.
She does, exactly. You can have them back, and that's absolutely wonderful.
She's very kind.
While that's still wet, I just, need to just grab. I should have thought about this sooner. Ooh, be quick, Fiona.
Come on,
Where
Fiona.
are they? I'm looking for my little, there they are, my little charms. Because at this stage, I'm going to pop a little key in and decide, before you stick it on, just decide where, because obviously once it's there, and I'm going on a little angle. In fact, I'm going to just move that over slightly, push it down just to make sure that there's no air bubbles underneath it. But the one thing I decided I wasn't going to do on this one was dome over the top of it, because I actually wanted to be able to touch that sterling silver. So it's there, it's tangible, it's finished.
And you want to be able to feel it, but yeah, okay,
yes.
Yeah, I see that. And it's totally inside it.
Absolutely, that's totally it. That's your components made. Once that's done, I mean, the only thing I would then say, if you could just turn a tiny, and I mean tiny, minuscule amount of blue acrylic paint.
Could you use food colouring or not?
No. I'll say no, I don't think so. You can use alcohol inks. Now, what you could also, if you put it back again,
if it accidentally flips over, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, just flip one or two of them over.
Oh my gosh, you can, yeah.
So you can actually change the way that necklace looks. And in the second session, I'm going to take you through making that one from start to finish.
Perfect. That concludes the first part of our designer inspiration, and we have been so busy. Thank you all, and we will be back with Fiona Potter for the second part of our mixed media designer inspiration. Don't go anywhere. Keep those text messages coming in. We love hearing from you. We love your interaction. If you've got any questions, Fiona, at all, please relay them now. Also, our text message subject of the day: what have you done that's highly inappropriate? Off the back of me kissing Fiona straight on the lips today. We will be back after this, so we're going to go in for another kiss.
The fastest way to shop with JewelleryMaker is by going to our website. Just click on the sign up button. Once you've filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the Watch Live button on the front page. You can also use our Refine tool and narrow down your search. Once you've found an item that you like, just simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget you can add as many items to your basket per day and still only pay 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with JewelleryMaker.
Get involved with JewelleryMaker by sending the studio a message during our live hours. You can send a text to 60777 and start your message with JM Studio, or alternatively, go to our website and click on Watch the Live Show, simply type your message into the box and press send. Make sure you stay tuned in case your message is read out. Get interactive with JewelleryMaker.
We all know having the right tools for the job is important, so we here at JewelleryMaker have designed a toolkit which includes all your essential pliers for jewellery making, including round nose and flat nose pliers, wire cutters, as well as a bead reamer, snips and tweezers. You've got everything you need for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills. Get creative with JewelleryMaker.
Here at JewelleryMaker, we have a commitment to providing genuine gemstones. We do that by up to 3 lab tests, and we have our own in-house gemologists. That therefore means that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting.
Did you know that if you go to JewelleryMaker.com and sign up to our mailing list, then you will receive 20% off your first order with us? We'll also keep you updated with special offers, theme shows, program guides and Jewellery Maker tutorials. Jewellery Maker. Create, wear, share.
If for any reason you're not satisfied with your purchase, you have the benefit of our no quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
What are we doing? From the sandwich, not from the kiss. How are you? Are you all right? Are you loving today? Please keep those text messages coming. We absolutely love your interreaction, not interreaction. That's not even a word. Now I'm going to give you some bright colours now, just because I feel like it, because they're gorgeous and they make me happy. Have a look. They're all tangled. Come on there, sort it out. Have a look at, that goes there, at these. Wonderful, bright, fantastic, round. These are amazing. For anyone who's got teenagers in their life, you need them. I love it. Actually, it's quite a soft orange in a way, isn't it? I love that. What would you call that? I love it. What? That's a lovely colour. What colour have we got? Tropical. Sunburst orange. It looks like the sort of orange I want to drink. You know, it looks fresh. Now I'm also going to give you, look at these together, amazing coral colour shell. That is flaming gorgeous. They look a bit flaming, don't they? They're chunky, yeah. Did you say chunky? Chunky monkey. Then I'm going to calm everything down. I'm going to calm the situation down with this gorgeous sage green. Then I'm going to give you a really angelic strand of drops. I love this bundle. Every season in a nutshell you've got here. This is fantastic. MPG C85, your tropical twist. Fabulous. Now you have got rounds here in 10mm and 12mm, and the drops are 13x9. Now a 10mm and 12mm round is good for so much. Earrings, bracelets, necklaces. I mean, it's your bread and butter in your jewellery making. It's the cornerstone, is the round of your jewellery making. You've got the coral shell, the light green shell, and the orange frosted shell. The white shell as well in the drops. NPG C85. All yours. Do you know what? At $18.80 for the original price tag, I think you're getting phenomenal value. I think you can go straight in there and make. And I think if you've got any teenagers, these are the colours they're wearing at the moment. I know my daughter, she sees something slightly neon, she's grabbing it. Neon shorts at the moment that are absolutely ridiculous. We're going to give you an even better price tag to make it so that you are making a phenomenal saving. £12.95. You can get all these colours, the perfect rounds for your collection for a tiny £12.95. 0800 644 655 is the number to be dialing. All the w's.jewellerymaker.com if you're shopping online. Great to involve this in your mixed media products. Great to incorporate with a bit of black. Wonderful if you want to really put a splash of colour into your pieces. Maybe you got the bundle with the green agate earlier. It's just such a fantastic thing to have in your stash. Alison in Norfolk. How's Norfolk today? Stephanie in Cambridgeshire, you've got yours. Tropical twist. at just £12.95. Teresa, you've got yours. Anonymous in Lanarkshire, you've got yours. Let us know what you're going to do with your rounds. Always such a great thing to have in your collection. We got some more texts for you. The text message question of the day, what have you done that's inappropriate? Lizzie says, hi all, my brother was about to pull into a supermarket parking space with his wife when someone beat him to it. So he had the window down shouting a lot of abuse. When the other person got out, it was a nun. His wife was mortified. He just went quiet and parked further away, feeling guilty. And I've never seen a nun driving. Thou shalt not drive. It's not one of the 10 Commandments, is it? No. I've never seen a nun drive, though. We had nuns. Whoopi Goldberg didn't drive. How? Yeah, things like that do make you feel bad, don't they? But, you know, we're human. You know what the best thing to do then is just apologise. Say, I am such a moron, I'm sorry. You know, I always think that's the best thing. Just suddenly back down and say, God, I'm sorry, what's wrong with me? Now, I'm going to give to you. Oh, gorgeous emerald. Have a look at this. I've just bought an emerald ring. Isn't this gorgeous? Emerald. Now, Alison Terry put emerald in my shoes, Amelia. Are you jealous of that?
No, because I'm getting my own.
Fine. Do you know what would be funny if Alison Terry then invoiced you for £1,000? Oh, she'd be running as fast as she could in them little heels.
In those shoes.
Yeah. Gorgeous emerald. 2x1 to 4x3 on a 30cm strand. You have the most amazing colour. We're challenging Fiona today. I'm not sure if she's aware of this because she's quite busy. You're all right. Emerald challenge, dear.
Emerald challenge?
Why not? Emerald.
It's going to be
good
challenge. Why not have emeralds?
It's not challenging, is it? It's a treat. We're an emerald treat, yeah?
Fantastic.
Let's have a 10-minute emerald treat. Gorgeous colour, different variations of the shades of colour that you're getting here. KLRU61. 40 carats, 2x1 to 4x3 on a 30cm strand. Use your debit card or your credit card to come shopping with us here at JewelleryMaker. Going under £10 for 40 massive carats. These are going to be great for earrings. £7.95. You know what is going to be a great multi-bang strand. Now, Fiona, you're already aware of your challenge today. What made you go for this emerald and what do you think you're going to achieve with it?
What I'm hoping to do for you is a resin butterfly.
Oh, a resin butterfly with emeralds.
With emeralds. I have to say,
and I will have to steal that because it'll go with my shoes that Alison Terry made.
Well, exactly. I did prepare the resin earlier, obviously.
Yes. Gorgeous. I'm excited. Because it is law that if I challenge somebody, I get the challenge afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, that's actual law.
It's only fair, isn't it?
Yeah, and I don't want you to get arrested on the way home. I'd hate for that to happen to you.
No, exactly.
I'd hate to be the one to tell everyone that you didn't give me the challenge strand. £7.95 KLR6. Do you know what? This is the best job, isn't it? It is the best job. KLRU61, 40 carats of gorgeousness in your collection for a tiny £7.95. Thank you so much for your company here today at JewelleryMaker, where we are absolutely loving it. Now, there are still some of those available. You can come and grab them. Now, I'm going to give to you the clear quartz is coming up. Now, if you missed out yesterday on the single gemstones that we're giving you to prong set, I think these ones you are going to need in your collection. Have a look. They are concave cut. Now these are double Kool-Aid, which means they don't have a flat table on the top. I'm going to try and show you that. So they're pointed both top and bottom. So you've got that double Kool-Aid. Aren't they amazing? Don't you just want to put those in some stud earrings? Don't you just want to make a gorgeous bracelet out of those? Don't you just want to make a ring out of that? I would wire wrap it into a bracelet. They have to be a ring as well though, don't they? You've got to put that in a ring. You want to see them. Do you so need
I
these?
so need those. I so need them. I miss them every time they come to air.
Can't Fiona Potter have these for a challenge as well then? Yes, you can. Yay! Yay! And if they don't make it into the challenge but the strand gets open, I'm not going to say anything to anybody.
They'll make it into the challenge, I promise.
Okay, only a little one. You
Only a
have the
little
rest.
one, yeah.
I think that's the rest. Yes. It's a deal, yeah?
Perfect. Woohoo!
You've got. I'm not a person who likes to say no to people. You see,
Well,
someone wants something. I'm a spoiler. Are you?
well,
I go
yeah,
like, "You have
absolutely.
that."
Well, how can you disappoint people when
Oh,
they,
you
they
can't.
ask you so nicely and they work so hard? And
I know. I can't disappoint you. Never. It's like when my kids, they know how to get anything out of me.
Oh,
anything. Anything. I'm ridiculously weak for that. Do you really want it? I want it. I just really want. That's all I wanted my whole entire life. You can have it then. At least you've already got yours, Gillian. You've already got yours. Fiona Potter misses these every time. What is it about these that makes you need them?
the sparkle, the cut, the brilliance, the clarity, the shape, everything.
Everything. Now they're
What's
topped
not
up,
to
but do you know what I
want?
love about these? You can't see the drill hole when you take
No.
the strand
Well,
out
I
of
think
it.
they're absolutely, and for me, who I'm only just beginning to master prong setting, so to me, those you can use those, but you know that it's going to be secure because you can get a piece of 0.25 through there.
Yeah.
And actually hide the 0.25 in with the bigger wire, because obviously we've got wire.
Perfect.
So we might get a ring, mightn't
So you
we?
can hold on to it. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Now you get, these would be great cufflinks as well, I think.
Oh, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on your strand. Let me just count that again because I overlap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, 10 on the strand. So if you're making pairs of earrings, just to let you know, oh, that's 10 rings, isn't it? They're just beautiful. BMZ C72. Fiona Potter's pick of the day. All yours for £24.95. When you consider how we could actually give you these as individuals, these gemstones, that's a great price tag. And this really is a gemstone that we don't see often, strands like this. On the website it's £29.95, but we're giving it to you on air for £24.95. For one with 3 on, sorry, but this has got 10. BMZ C72. Gaynor, you've got yours. Anonymous in Ontario, hello. Kay in Glamorgan, Alice in Aberdeenshire. Heather's got 2. Junie, you've got yours. Elise and Gillian. Kellyanne, hello Kelly. You're not allowed to like it. I'm horribly insecure. Where's Kellyanne been? Oh, sorry, she's back now. Yeah, I am a little bit stalky like that. 0806 444 655. Or insecure. You could have said that, Tom. I'm not stalky. A little bit. I do get a little bit stalky, it's true. Mia was stalking. Mia was on Facebook. I put a lovely picture of Mia on Facebook the other day, and she was. She then, and everybody who clicked like on it, she friend requested. So sorry to everybody at work because she's friend request. Stop friend requesting my friends at work. Why? She's saying. 24. You tell them everything about me. I may as well be friends with them. £24.95. BMZ C72. Now I'm going to give you which one? The daddy. The vehicles. Potter. 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 Potter's going. She's having a moment. Sorry. It's lush, isn't it? Yeah. No. Oh, have a look at that. Sorry. Sorry, you do a little victory dance. Have a look at this. I love this colour so much. Now this is another one that's going to be amazing in a ring, amazing in a bracelet. Gold? Would you use gold or antique bronze or copper with this? It's not even a case of am I going to get it, it's yeah, I want it and what am I going to use it with? Gold. I think copper though, or antique. No, I don't know, I can't decide. They're lovely, aren't they? And they're graduated. These would make a stunning ring and earring set, look. There's the ring, and then you could do stud earring. Isn't that lush? A trilogy ring. I'm a bit of a fan of the trilogy at the moment. You go through phases, don't you? I get obsessed with things. I do. Don't know if you've noticed. No, don't know if you've noticed. I get really obsessed with things. Have a look. My friends, Mia's Chloe said that the other day. You get obsessed with things. I'm like, what are you talking about? Because I'm obsessed with them all having a packet of tissues on them at all times at the moment. It's like, oh, when's this tissue obsession going to end? What do you mean? You're always obsessed. Look at this. I am obsessed with these. I actually think if you run gold thread through those, it'd look better, wouldn't it? Because you can see the silver thread through there. I love them. I think they're stunning. Just beautiful. You get loads. And these would make good cufflinks again, wouldn't they? Do you love them? Is this a brand new strand? Only been seen a couple of times. It's sauntered out, but nobody, you know, now we are seeing it again. And you know what? It's that strand that's been on your mind, isn't it? The one you keep seeing out, thinking, oh, I must get that. Don't let it be too late. IMJK75 gets 60 carats in total. They're concave cut ovals from 8x5 to 15x10 on a 20 centimetre strand. Elise and Gillian, you've got yours. Beautiful. Do you know that cut, actually? You know the cut, you have to have a really good clarity. If there's any inclusions, it will almost magnify them. So it has to be really great quality. We're going to give you a phenomenal price for this wonderful strand. 0800 644 655, all yours for £21.95. Should I count them? So for £21.95 you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 21 for £21.95. That's less than £1 a stone. Even I can work that out. Loads of you are loving it. IMJK75, 60 carats of your beer quartz concave cut ovals. Just phenomenal. Really great price tag. And a wonderful, wonderful colour. Look at that for colour. It's just great, isn't it? Now, still some of those available. I'm going to give to you. Oh, I've never seen this chain. That's lovely, Fiona Potter.
Oh, that's lovely.
That'd be gorgeous with your a big resin, a really long, big resin.
Do you know what I would do with that?
What?
Can I come and have just a quick look, closer look?
Get close to me.
Right. You see these the links, right? Mm. I'd cut it in half. I'd cut the round one in half. Mm. Take it apart so that you've got a few links.
Not the whole thing.
Not the whole thing, just a few. And I would fill them with resin. Drill a hole through them.
Put them inside resin or fill the inside with resin?
Fill the inside with resin. Drill a little hole.
With a Dremel?
With my Dremel. And then put them back together again so that you've got the flat one would have resin,
blobs of resin,
but the one that's the other way around wouldn't have resin in.
Which is why Fiona Potter is here, everybody.
A nice big pendant. She's amazing.
That's why we have a guest designer, everybody. That reason there. Now, I want to show you this because what Fiona's saying is, if you have a look, you've got the textured ones and the rounded links. It could be about my dear heart. This lovely. What a lovely chain that is. Isn't it beautiful? I like that just a bracelet, actually. Do you know that? I think that's lush. Could make your own charm bracelet, or just plain, actually. I think is nice. Really lovely links, and I love that rose gold on copper. You get a whole metre of this, and you know what? Just stick around Fiona Potter for a bit, and you'll need loads of different things. You can use your credit card or your husband's credit card if you're shopping. Sorry, just clearing my throat. I'm only joking. Always ask the permission of anybody whose credit card you're stealing. Obviously, you're related to them. You can use a credit card or debit card. You have got a 30-day money-back guarantee. And this is a very low price tag, $7.95 for a metre of chain. Now, I do think this is phenomenal. I do think we're giving you the very best value here. I think you'd be very hard pushed to try and find value like this anywhere else. $7.95. Where else are you going to get chain for that price tag? QWAZ19, Lozy, you there? Mary from Dublin, Christine, Sandra, Jill, Rosalind, Sasha, Joan of the East Ridings of Yorkshire. QWAZ19, £7.95 is your price tag. Amazing price. Look at that. And we've still got loads of those available if you want them. Lots have gone, but we did have a big stock of those, so carry on shopping for that throughout the hour. Now, I'm going to give to you. Oof. I'm reaching, hang on. Some twisted wires. This is pre-twisted wire. And we did notice that yesterday Michelle made a jump ring out of twisted wire. It looked great. And this is 1 mil, which essentially means 2 lots of 1 mil twisted together. Okay, so we have got the magenta purple, we have got the silver and black, and we have got the gold together. I'm just going to take the black background away so you can see the colours of it, if that's all right. Doop, doop, doop. There we are then. So you've got all 3, and you get 30 metres of pre-twisted wire in total, in gorgeous colours. Look at that. There's the magenta, which is a bright, so you've got the pink and the purple together. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling. Now, because you get 10 metres of this pre-twisted wire, I want you to think about actually twisting 10 metres of wire yourself. Have you got 10 metres of space, actually? And actually, you need 20 metres to do it with, because you're doing it with 2 lots. And that would take a long time. You'd have to really walk away from that doorknob, if that's where you put yours to, and then twist. You'd be there for ages, and do you know what? Sometimes it's just great to have it already twisted for you. You could take your wire twister and twist the twisted wire. Why not? BPGC93 is your item code. We're going to give you a great deal on this. We've been giving you some wonderful wire deals throughout the weekend so far. Yesterday's wire deals were crazy. So today, we're going to continue with that crazy theme. Why wouldn't we? We're crazy most of the time. And we're going to give you a really great, a better than great price tag. Again, SPG C93, a fabulous deal, all yours for just, no, it's not that price tag. We're going to go down even further. That is a great price tag. How about less than £4 a reel? £11.95, phenomenal deal. Be quick, there's loads of names on my screens right now. Maybe this is the gauge you're looking for. 0800 644 655. Now, I'm going to give, there we go. I'm just having a look. We have got a few of those left. £11.95, great price tag. What are you going to do with yours? You can put this in, oh, you can hammer it. It looks amazing hammered. It looks brilliant hammered, which is more than you can say for me, because I don't look good hammered, ever. Even though I think at the time I do, I don't look good hammered.
It's not a good look, is it really?
Never. Do you look good hammered, Eleanor? The wire does. The wire is the only thing in the world that looks good hammered. £11.95. Jean, you've got yours. Marilyn, Margaret. Don't forget you. Hello, Cherry. You've got yours. Jeanette and Julie. Don't forget to send your text messages in. Have you ever done anything really inappropriate and then thought, why? Why did I just do that? Why? Your whole life, Mikey, did you? Really? Do you do inappropriate things, Mikey? I don't mean to either. You say the wrong thing. Well, yeah, I always say the wrong thing. Always. Now, I think you're human when you know you're saying the wrong thing. I think you're not human when you carry on believing that actually you're actually, that's when you've got a problem. You say things that I didn't even mean what just came out of my mouth. It happens all the time, doesn't it? Now, let's do it. Let's do the next designer inspiration. It's going to happen. I'm going to give you the heart blanks. I'm already in love with these. I'm looking for tag on her. Look at that. So you've got 5 heart blanks, you've got 5 square blanks, and you've got 5 of the circular blanks. So you've got all of that, okay? 15 blanks. Then I'm going to give you the most amazing strands. There's all the blanks, and you get the anodized aluminium saw cut jump rings in a dimension 6.7 out of 9.1. How about a strand of morganite? How about a strand of Larimar? Oh yes. Oh, isn't it coincidence again that these go with my dress today? What a coincidence, Amelia.
I know. Yeah.
gorgeous. These are gorgeous strands. I love the blanks. I love letter stamping. Debbie Kershaw is letter stamping, I think, tomorrow. Is it in the daytime show? And then it's Karen Crawford in the afternoon, which means I'm going to be talking like that a lot. I won't lie to you. I'm like, oh, Karen. Now, I love that woman. We're going to give you, so we saw earlier how Fiona needed these blanks to work with the doming resin and with the crackly wacklies, which I've stolen. UDG C75, today's wonderful designer inspiration. If you like to letter stamp, you need this. If you love your doming resin, you need this. If you loved the first designer inspiration, crackly wackly, you need this. We don't give you great deals all the time on blanks because we don't have enough of them. We get them in, they go. Well, they sell out so quickly. And letter stamping is hugely popular because you can make really personal pieces of jewellery. And you can put polymer clay on those. You know, they're just great to have. They're one of my favourite things. Again, I am obsessed with these blanks. UDG C75, all of this. Do you know what? The should be price tag is already low. I am happy to pay $21.70. I think that's a great deal. I do, because you've got a really decent amount of those blanks, and both of the strands are super. They really are. They really are. I mean, they're two very high-end gemstones. Laramie you can only get from the Dominican Republic. Morganite was launched by Tiffany & Co., named after J.P. Morgan, who was one of the big wigs at Tiffany & Co. It's just a great gemstone. Great gemstone. It's beautiful. Different shade of pink to any other gemstone. I think Kunzite gives us this kind of like a peachy pink, whereas Kunzite gives us more of a bluey pink, if that makes any sense whatsoever. This is just such a popular kit online. You're all online getting this, which means we're going to go to a ridiculously low price tag. This is far too low. You're gonna go. I'm going to do one of my faces. You're going to do the face. $14.95. Oh my goodness me. Wow. Just get it. I'd pay that for the two gemstones. You've got all these brilliant blanks. You've got all these amazing anodized aluminium. How many of those do I get? I didn't even say. How many anodized aluminium jump rings do I get? How many? Oh, lots. How many? 100 in total. Dear jewellery makers, this kit is probably going to sell out. Lots of love from Jenny Cleary. You need to check your baskets out. $14.95. Leah's not here, is she?
She's having a break.
How dare? Who said she could have a break? What's that about? Oh. Do you need a wee, Amelia? Doing that jiggly thing.
I do that all the time.
All right. Sorry, I'm a mother. I have to ask anyone who's jiggling. And you do that as well, don't you? Do you need a wee wee? No? No. And by the way, I'm 30, so if I do, I can see out if I do. Can't help it. Are you sure?
I'm fine.
All right, let's go over. You've got to catch me. Yeah. You ready? Because Leah keeps beating me.
No. Wait.
I don't think you can. Ready, steady, go! I beat you! I think you did, yeah. Imagine if I fell over. Oh, so I move that one out of the way, because that's not just yet, is it? No, yeah, that's a later on surprise. That's a later on surprise, isn't it? Yes, we're coming out with, oh, I love it. Sweet dreams. I love this. You've done the amazing one that we did yesterday with Michelle. Yeah. The full Persian that I said sounded like when you go waxing. No, it's a box weave. And my very, very, very first bit of chainmail. Well done. What did you look? Oh my gosh, it's amazing. She taught me last week because I wanted to do some, and I've been trying to get on Debbie's course for ages and ages. And you all got together behind my back and had a bit of a get together. Yeah. Yes, I heard about that, and there was brie and everything. Yeah, brie. How do you get a man who makes you a ploughman's? He makes the bread as well as the millionaire's. Has he ever made lavender bread? He made us parsley and cheese bread and granary bread. Next time, could you bring some in? Yeah. Some olives and stuff, or just invite me? Yeah, that's fine. We'll do that. Yes. I said to her, Sophie better not have been there. She was like, she was. I was like, right, that's it. I love the Sophie stories because it reminds me of my daughters because they're so strong-willed, aren't they? Just so they just say really hilarious things. I love it. I love it. That age,
Oh,
brilliant.
it's fantastic.
I
It's
can't wait for
fantastic.
Amelia to breed so that we can see that madness coming out again. After the stock of this kit is gone, have a look at the heart. This is just beautiful.
I have to say, if you had the chroma crackle and you want to sort of have a real go at recreating some of this, you do need this kit actually.
You need it.
You get such a decent quantity and different shapes, more importantly as well, of the blanks.
Have you put these ones on after the base one?
Yeah,
set?
I did the base one, just a single layer, and then I cut those out, and they're just cut out with an ordinary hole punch that you punch your paper to put in your files with.
Stop it. Oh right, those. Yeah, I thought
the
you
little
were
ones. The little ones.
Good idea.
So I put those on with the second, and then I needed another dome on top of that.
Yeah.
So that one's had 3 layers. This one I think has had 4. One of them's had 4, one of them's had 3. I can't remember which way around it is.
Just watch that there. You've got there. You go.
Sorry.
Couldn't hear that because you muffled yourself.
Sorry.
It's all right, darling.
Sorry. Yes, I think this one's had 3 coats. I think that one's had an extra 4th coat because I wanted to build up and build up and build up.
So we're ready for the second part of the project now. So where are we going to start? We've got our resin. We've put it into the.
We put it into the disc.
It's all set. So we're ready to move on. Now don't forget, you can use these same sort of techniques that Fiona's used here. We are moving over to here. So it's the same way of doing it, but this time on a blank. Did you frame that with wire as well?
No, that's just the copper. That's just the copper blank.
And the doming resin that we saw earlier.
And the little flower that you can see that's formed the bezel, that's just one of our floral head pins.
Yeah, I thought that.
So,
it's lovely, isn't
but
it?
they're so nice, it just gives a little tiny accent.
Yeah, I love that.
But I thought of the designer inspiration because I'm not the best person at all. Having only just learnt to do a little tiny bit of chain mail, I wasn't going to demo that. I'm not.
Okay, but you had a go at it.
But I had a go.
Loved it.
And I loved it,
So
and I will
again.
be using. Oh yeah, I just need to learn more.
Okay, get on Debbie's course.
So I do. So what I thought I'd do is take you through this because obviously you've seen me make the discs, and we end up with this shape here. So what I thought I'd do is show you, well, what are we going to do with that now to make it into the little discs. So this now, obviously, I mean, if I tap it, I'm just trying to think where to tap it.
On my head, that's solid. Ow! I can vouch for that being a solid piece. Yes.
Okay, some flat nose
You know,
plates.
inappropriate. No, it was my fault.
It's like last time I was on with Lucy, she slapped me, but she didn't realise it hurt. Poor Lucy.
She slapped you.
Oh, it was just one of those jokes, you know, when you're pretending and you just have one of those moments.
I never do that, no.
I do, it's terrible.
Because do you know why? Because if someone did it to me, I'd probably punch them.
No, I'm keeping my hands down. I'm being really Anyway, so with our little lollipop sticks, this is the technique now for building these. So take your flat nose pliers and just bend that back very slightly so that you've got that angle there. Okay. Now I've used the bail step pliers, the 6-step pliers.
Yeah.
And the one I have used is I'm going to remember which one I've used now, the 3rd size. And what I've done is I've held the pliers against that, but if you can see there is just a slight gap. Just hold that up better.
When you're squidge.
There's a very slight gap between where I've put the pliers and where the bit is that we wrapped that wire that held it together. So I'm not going all the way down. I'm then going to bring the first wire around tight and then the second wire around tight.
Okay.
I'm going to take the pliers out and pop them back in again, but the other way up. And then from the back, I'm bringing one of the wires around the back of the pliers, crossing it over at the back, like that. It's just a bit fiddly. And then I'm taking the other one, just make sure which one I'm going, back over to that. Oh, before I took it to the back, I jumped ahead of myself. I'll show you another one in a second. Pull that one round as well. Cross them over at the back. Take the pliers back out and then pop them in again, just to finish bringing them round. Okay, Okay, and then you've got a nice bail.
If I don't have the bail making pliers, can I do that with a normal round?
Yep. So if I take my round nose, I've just used this because I've done an awful lot of heavy stuff this week, so I'm just having the ones that work for me. Yeah. So again, putting that in there, pulling one of them over, whipping that out, because I want to get exactly the same place, and obviously these are graded down, aren't they? Bring that over as well. And then back in, round to the back, bring that one round to the back, turn them over, cross and bring it round, cross and bring it round, and you've got those at the front.
Fabulous,
so
thank you.
Dead simple, honestly it is dead simple. What we then need to do is turn them into the little spirally discs. And what I've tried to do is, although these wires are pretty much the same length, I've brought one up that's a much tighter one, and I've tried to bring that up so that that covers the wrap, so that if your wrap isn't as neatly as you'd like,
prized out
and slightly prized out, yeah. So if I just, I mean, we all know how to do spirals, but I'm going to do these as quickly as I can. So get it going, bring it round, and I'm keeping that first one fairly tight.
So you're getting the very tip of your round nose pliers in and manipulating the wire around until it does what you want it to.
Yeah, exactly. It's going where I want it to, not necessarily where it wants to go to. And then flat nose pliers, bring them in. And I'm just bringing the flat nose pliers almost down to the top of where the resin disc is itself, and just folding that down and pressing it. Okay, that one gets that into place. And then I'm going to repeat that with the other one, but this one I'm going to do slightly looser, and it's not going to go all the way down. Okay, so having that longer, and again get your flat nose pliers in and just pop that down there.
I've got the flush cutters because you're using
I
those
can't
on
live
the
without
side.
my flush cutters.
And I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to buy some a kit with round nose pliers included. So let's give you your flush cutters. They did go out of stock. They're just back in stock today. A couple of weeks they've been out of stock now. So you've got your bead-along flush cutters. Now every single designer, because you can see that flat end there, every designer we have here swears by these. They are more expensive than the average tool, but they are worth the investment, Fiona?
You absolutely get what you pay for, because you get that perfect flush cut. I mean, actually, this one here, and this is a good thing to say at this point, that one on the end there, it's ever so difficult to show a really close-up point.
Can we hold it a tiny bit lower?
A little bit lower down there.
Perfect.
Okay, that point, it is difficult to show you, but that point isn't flat.
No, it's slightly coming out.
So if I now go in with my flush cutters, look at that nice clean cut.
And it's so important to have that if you don't want things to scratch.
Because if you look at the coil that I've done, you can see how neatly that is sitting against the coil that it's going into.
Yeah.
You don't get it as neat as that if it isn't flat.
Absolutely.
So these are perfect, and they're really, really good.
They've been our biggest selling tool for the last 9 months, and you know what they do, everybody still keeps coming for them. They do sell out quite quickly. If you would like them, MKB N69. We're all getting really familiar with these now. Now's the time to buy them before you have to start making all your Christmas bits. They're £29.95. If you've always missed them, you need to grab them now. MKB N69. Every single one of our guest designers has these now. Every single one of our guest designers will swear by them. If you're working with wire, you need them, and you won't know you need them until you've got them. And then you need them. Loads of really wonderful FIFO reviews. Your designer inspiration kit, there's a very limited now. It's at the bottom of your screen for £14.95. Loads of you in for this, and I'm going to very quickly give you, now there's still some flush cutters left, so keep coming for those. I'm going to quickly give you the large toolkit with all your tools in it. Now you get your bead reamer with lots of different heads in it with your filing ends. You get your pick or your awl. You get your chain nose pliers, cutters, you get your, and these are side cutters, you get your scoop with the attached tweezers, you get your snips, your bead measurers or your space measurers, you get your flat nose pliers, your crimping tool, and your round nose pliers. These will all come in a very handy JewelleryMaker branded case. You don't have to pay extra for the case at all. We're going to give you a great price tag for this today. BEG BECR04. It's normally always £15.95. And that's what it will be on the website. You know, these do sell over and over again. We don't give you a lot of these toolkits on air because they are big sellers online, actually. But we're going to take the price tag down. It is great to replenish as well.
It is. Do you know, I have that kit. That's the kit that comes with me on holiday.
Is it?
Yeah. I can't go on holiday without taking jewellery making stuff.
Because it's your relaxation, isn't
even
it?
when we went to Greece, I was sitting by the pool on the sun lounge making jewellery because that's what I can't keep these fingers still. They've got to be doing something.
And people come up and say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
Oh, can I have a
and
look?
it was lovely, and it's a great conversation.
It is a great conversation, isn't it? You start making friends because they want to know.
Absolutely.
We're going to take that price tag down for you from $15.95 BECR04. £12.95 is your price tag today, so you're getting a really nice saving on that one, and you put the extra towards a bottle of wine or chocolate or something else. £12.95, brilliant low price tag for the complete kit. A lot of the time you'll pay that for one tool in a certain
Yes, I mean
place.
that blue tool in there, they all the
This
blue
one here, yes,
I
brilliant,
mean, I've seen that up to £10 on its own.
Well, I'll show you what that does actually. It's brilliant.
It's brilliant.
You have got.
Absolutely brilliant.
You have got it is a little bit like one of those screwdrivers. Yes, you're not wrong, but this is brilliant for sanding areas, reaming areas. You've got all these different heads. Let me just undo it.
Brilliant.
Do you use that a lot?
Yeah, I do. I thought I'd got one in here somewhere. Yeah, see, there's mine. Use it all the time.
So you've got the pick on the end.
So I've got the pick on the end because I've just been using that to get going. But
you can ream with that though.
Yeah,
can't
you can, and obviously you've got all the other bits inside here. I mean, that's a brilliant one. If you're going in, you don't want to go too far. They're brilliant.
They are great, aren't they? And all you've got to do is unscrew the end and screw it back on again.
Yeah.
So let me show you. So you've got your filing tool there. Great for your acrylics and things. And great for your resin if you want to file around the edges if you're using resin today. So all you do is unscrew this, take it out, and then you've got all the different components. Pop it back in, screw it up tight, and then you could open up a pearl a bit wider with that, look. It's got that sandy edge. £12.95. So if you want to replenish, then you can. Or if it's your brand new kit for the first time jewellery making, you won't just get your kit, you'll also get a free tutorial DVD that comes with. Let's continue with the demo.
Okay, so I've just brought us up to speed so that these are all made. Now, I didn't do the next step at home with the Dremel because I didn't know what time we would get, because these things can move on.
Okay.
But what we've now got to do is connect each of these discs. So how are we going to do that? If I turn it over onto the back, you can see dead opposite the bail, there's a hole.
Oh.
Okay.
How did you do that?
So what I've done with that is the 0.2mm Dremel.
Yeah.
Bit,
what if I haven't got a Dremel? Can I just use a normal Dremel bit?
Well, I haven't brought it with me, but I should have done. I've got a little pin vise that I've also got a 2mm thing on, so you can do it by hand.
Okay.
Alternatively, while your resin is in the not quite set stage, you can get your really sharp tool on a flat surface and just move that in. I mean, just wiggle it, but you're not going to do that once it's set, really,
because it'll crack.
Because it could. Well, I just wouldn't risk it.
Yeah.
So I would really go with the drill if you can for this, or your pin vise. What I've then done is taken some of the 1mm wire. Wire.
So that'd be from
well, apparently, but I'm not. I'm from Leicestershire, really.
Oh, darling.
Except, well, Leicestershire is really a really flat accent, isn't it?
I don't know, is it?
Yeah, it is. But I need a flat end on there. I need my flush cutters.
Yeah.
What I did, I've lived in Warwickshire for such a long time. Anyway,
it's coming through now.
It's coming through, yes. 35 years. So I'm just putting the wire into there, and I'm making some quite large coils. And I did quite a few of these, and I used one of them to make my own jump rings with. I know you can get the jump ring tools, and now Michelle has taught me the basics, the very basics, I know, because I was not an easy student. But now I know that a little bit, and I'm hooked on it, and I need to know more. I think probably I'll get some of the proper tools. Right, so so wherever you've got your first cut, flush cut next to it, and you've got your jump ring.
Yay!
So, and then I did some more. Obviously, we're going to use those to go up the side.
But you've used these in solid, yeah.
But I've used those solid, yes. So 2 pairs of your chain nosers. Open one out. Pop the first one through the hole there. Okay. And okay, so we've got that in there.
Okay.
Okay, so we've done that one. And then I want a smaller jump ring, which I also made, but I made these on one of the smaller bales. What I'm going to do, that's going to go through there first. I'm then going to pick up the next piece that's going to go in, and I'm going through the back, whoops,
and into the bale.
And into the bale, and then get that closed. I have to tell you, this bit is a little bit fiddly, but it is worth it because you get that nice finish there.
Where are you going? Get back.
Alternatively, so I'm going to show you both ways so that you can see that you can do both ways. Got that the wrong way round. I've done something wrong. What have I done wrong here? No, I haven't. I've just put it back upside down.
Don't do that.
There we go.
I don't know. I can't see anything wrong. Oh no!
I was going wrong. Sorry. So pop that back through the hole there.
Yeah.
And if you want to try and get in really, really fiddly,
you just put it straight on the other one.
You just put it straight on the other one.
I wouldn't make my own life difficult though, would you?
So
well, it wasn't that difficult.
It wasn't that difficult. I can't remember one of them. I had a struggle with, but there you go. Beauties of live telly. Oh well, that's what I did. That's why I did it.
That's what happened.
And it doesn't sit properly. That's why you need the extra one in there. I knew there was a reason, but.
Well, thanks for showing us the live on air reason.
It's a long time since yesterday.
It is a long time since yesterday, though.
It is.
So much happens in a day.
Well, this originally wasn't going to be a necklace, you see. This originally was going to be a bracelet. But when I started putting it together, I thought, no, I really need this to be a necklace. So, as things often do, especially in mixed media, things morph. You know, you may have one idea, but you come and you start to put it together and you think, oh no, I like that better like this. And I think it's just having the confidence to say, yeah, okay, it's not what I intended, but if that works.
Hey ho.
Hey ho, so that's going in through there. Again, always make sure that you're going to get that. That's what I'm doing that's fiddly. Look, don't try and do it the way I'm doing it. Turn it over, have them side by side. Through the back. Go on, over you go. It's only fiddly. Just check, yeah, is that going to sit right? No, that's going to sit right. And close it in. There we go. And that will then sit like that. So I think I will just finish them because then we can get to if we're okay for time, because then we can actually finish the whole necklace.
Well, right,
which would be really, really good if we could. Because then we've got 2. Don't know what we're going to do if we've got 2 the same. Do you, Jenny?
2 the same?
We've got 2 the same. Look what I've done. Oh, I haven't. It's just flipped. There we go. And another little jump ring. Pop that through there. In fact, I'm just going to make sure that you've taken where you've joined the jump ring together. Take that round to the back. Pop your next one on. And the next component. That's it. And then close up again, and we're very nearly there on these components. Whoops. We very nearly were there on these components, but then of course Fiona just has to drop it. But never mind, this happens everywhere. Okay. Ooh. Bear with me, I'm sorry, I've just lost my grip for a second. My hands are quite hot and I keep dropping the components. Sorry about that, everybody. There we go, so that's that one. So we are very, very nearly there. One more to go, and then I can just show you how to take it up the sides. There we go. Close that one in. I've just realised as well that I haven't got any jump rings put out. I need to just
I could have done that for you. Do you want me to open them?
No, not jump rings, I'm sorry. Crimps.
Do you want some crimp beads?
I need some crimp beads and I need some beading thread.
Some beads? Beading thread?
Beading thread.
Okay, not beans.
No, not beans. Did I say beans? Probably
No, I think
did.
I hear weird things.
Oh, I say weird things, so we're a good pair, really.
There
we go. Nearly there, guys. I'm sorry, this bit is fiddly, but I hope you agree that the effort is worth it.
What kind of beading thread?
Just silver, if we've got any.
Oh, there.
Please.
Wait there. Yeah. And crimples.
And crimples. There we go. So that's that one already, and then the last one that we need to do is just one on this end here, and what we need to really do as well is make sure that you get a really tight closure on this piece, because this is what your beading thread is going to join onto, so you do need to make sure that you've closed that nice and neat. Just squeeze it together at the end. Okay, so that is the central component. And then what I've done here is I've taken it up the side. I've started with a blue bead, and it's really strange because sometimes I work completely asymmetrically, and then other times everything has to be balanced. So I've done these, and I did them on the same on the feature necklace. Some of the long ones are at the top and some of the long ones are at the bottom, and it really doesn't matter where they are, unless of course you're the kind of person who has to have them exactly where they are. But I've tried to be a little bit more random. Oh,
tell you what, there's
Jenny.
A massive shortage of crimp beads going on down
there
there.
is a massive shortage.
I'm going to write an email, don't you worry.
We need crimp
There'll
beads.
be a strongly worded email about that.
And then, as you can see, we're going to join up the side here with some really just very simple coils. And
will you be wanting the crimp covers, or are you good?
I'm not going to use the crimp covers actually, because I don't want to.
I got rid of them then.
So
I don't want to.
Don't want to. Take it through the centre of.
Are you taking
that.
two?
So
You're doubling over.
I'm doubling over, and I am still going to pop a crimp bead on.
For decorative or to keep it together?
To keep it together more than anything else. Uniformity. And because this end, of course, is going round the bail that we've made on the left side. Well, it's my left side, you're right. This one's going to go through a jump ring. Okay. So I'm trying to do it that way, because that way will then make it nice and neat. Now, not everybody likes these pliers.
Oh, I love them.
I love them. They are
really
absolutely brilliant. So you go in the top piece first, in the top hole. Jolly good squeeze.
A jolly good
Jolly
squeeze.
Good squeeze, darling.
Turn it.
Turn it half a turn. And then you go into the end piece.
Another jolly good squeeze.
Another jolly good squeeze, but actually I squeeze a bit more gently. And
more of a squidge then?
It's a squidge, but I turn it as I'm doing it, because then you get it perfectly straight.
Yeah, I love those. I think if you don't like them, maybe you're not using them properly.
Yeah, I think so. I think don't go in sort of all guns blazing with it. Just go in nice and steady, a little bit at a time. But I do want to take you at one side, and I want to show you as well how we've done the how we've made the S hook on the end. So again, we'll take that in there. Let's just pop those, because otherwise, as they're short supply, we don't want those scooting off all the way across the studio, do we?
No skiing.
So on that, I suppose I have been quite generous with the amount, but it's fine.
Better to have more than less.
Jolly good squeeze of the first one, and then a gentle squidge going round. Sorry, my hand's in the way there of that one. And you do, if you're careful, you do get a real nice cylinder. Now this bit couldn't be simpler. So it is literally just threading, and if you've got it all nicely laid out. But I do hope you think it's worth it, because the crackle, it just adds such a hugely different dimension.
I love it. We're all in love with it. Everybody's in love.
I think the choice of the beads here as well. We are going to bring back and do more. I'm sure Hannah said we would be able to, because there are other techniques to do with it that I'm dying to show you.
It's so exciting.
I love it. I love it. Love it. You may have got the idea that I love it.
Do you know, though, it's exciting when you find something new that you love and you can do it and it works wonderfully. It is exciting.
Yeah. So we've taken that one up. I'm going to very, very quickly get this one on because I want to be as nice and even as I can. And it just, I find it easier if I can get both pieces threaded on, and I just find it balances better. I do like to really try and work on a nice, neat finish, especially if you're selling it or giving it as a gift. You don't want any scratchy pieces. Anywhere that you've got these coils I meant to add as well, just check that although we've done them with the flush cutters, just make sure that there still aren't any rough edges on, and if necessary, you know, they are only going to go up against a bead, so just pull it in a little bit. Okay, nearly done on that one. And then we'll get another crimp bead on. So we're on there and we're on that one. And then pop another crimp bead on there. Now, if at home you've got any largish jump rings that don't have an opening, you know, you can get. We have some that have they're solid all the way round.
Yeah, closed jump rings.
That's the word. Thanks, Jenny. I don't know what my brain's doing today, but it's not doing what I want it to do.
It's the Jennyism running off on you.
I'm just going to squeeze that in there, and I did hear a nice click, so we know that it means they're together. That's fine. Now I do want a large ring on this one because we've got that little hook that we're going to make on the end. That way, if all you've got is your wire, you haven't got any other findings, it doesn't matter because you're going to know how to finish it off.
Yes,
you can make your own clasp. And I have to say, I mean, I make quite a bit of jewellery for my mum, and I've done some for one of my older aunt. I didn't shut that one very well, obviously.
You can put it on through
but
there.
I can put it on now and still squeeze it in tight. Sorry about that.
And they need to be bigger because of
they
dexterity.
Need to be bigger.
I think even if you haven't got dexterity problems, there is nothing more annoying than not being able to put your necklace on.
It's not, absolutely. I can't.
I end up not wearing it.
You know the bolt ring clasps? Yeah. I can't use those at all.
I can only use them if I'm clipping a charm on.
Yeah, they're great. Absolutely great for that.
But otherwise, I don't use them. I only use them for that.
And again, I pulled that in quite tight over the jump ring. And because I've made the jump ring myself, and this is going to be the closure, we are going to just give that a little bit of a hammer in a second.
Oh,
there we go. So we've done that one. Now, before we can move on and finish the other end, what we need to do is get some wire. Some wire. Sorry, my flush cutters.
I like that you put your name on them because they go missing. She's got a name on her flush cutters.
Do you know that's why? That's because I do workshops.
Like they are mine.
They are mine. They've got my name on.
Give them.
And my workshop kits have a little bit of nail varnish on, but they're always the same colour.
I put nail varnish on the phone chargers, so I can say that is my phone
is mine?
charger. Yeah,
absolutely. So
that's one thing we all argue about at home. You've got my phone charger. No, I haven't. It's mine.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm not going to use the bail pliers because then if you haven't got the bail pliers, you'll know what to do. So I've turned a circle in. I'm then going to hold, if we can just see that. So
just a bit lower would be grand. Lower. Let me take this out of the way.
Yeah, if we could just for a second. There. So I'm holding that with the eye down, and I'm bringing that back over the top.
Yeah.
And I'm heading it down that way. Okay. Which is the best way to show you.
That's it. That's perfect as you are.
Now I'm then going to take the pliers out. Flush cut them.
That's quite a long amount. You're leaving an inch there now.
I'm going to just this is awful because I do an awful lot of just gauging by eye.
I think a lot of us do.
I think, you know, I'm actually probably from the end of the hook to there, we've probably got about 1.5 centimetres.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to turn another loop in there because I'm not doing a full S hook. I'm just doing a hook that sits like that. Then I'm going to take my steel block. I always wonder why my toolbox weighs so heavy. It's because I keep a steel block in it.
There, yeah. That's the deluxe toolbox. We haven't seen that in ages.
No, my parents bought me that about 2 or 3 years ago. It's the best. And I'm not doing an awful lot, but you just do need to just hammer it just a little bit, just to work harden it. And I'm just going to, I can just see that in doing that, it's just, you see the end on there, it's just splayed the end of the wire, just the loop open a little bit. So before I go any further, I'm just going to take that back in. And the reason that I'm doing that, I'll show you again now. There we go, that's nice and closed again. That's the bit that's I'm going to put through the beading thread. So I don't want that to come out.
I've just seen, yeah.
And
Let me show you that.
Grabbing,
Really tight in there with that beading thread.
just pulling up the end of the necklace, because I should have done this beforehand. But what I'm
Give it a
also
hammer.
going to do is just give that jump ring a hammer as well.
So light tapping.
It's a tap, yeah, it's a tap rather than a hammer.
A
but-
work hardening.
And yeah, that's not moving anywhere now, which is
Good. Just as you want.
the plan worked in the end. That's great. So let's turn that back round, lay that over there, put another jump ring on,
Keep it neat.
keep it neat and keep it even, deep and crisp and even. No, we can't go there yet, can we?
Deep and crisp and even.
No, got a really nice winter kit next week actually. Right, there we go. On that again, through there, through your jump ring. There we go. Pop that through there. Pull that down. And I tend to sort of at this stage just pull one of the pieces of beading thread through and then the other. And again, I know you don't have to have 2 pieces of beading thread, but I'm going to get Jenny to pick this necklace up in a minute, and because of all the wire that we've got on it, I can tell you it is quite a heavy piece. And obviously we've got quite a few of those agates in there as well.
I
There
thought
we
it
go.
would be light actually. Let's see.
It is quite weighty.
It is weighty, but it's not too
It's not too weighty.
It's not like a
But-
big chunky neck. It's just perfect actually. Do you know, I quite like some weight behind a piece because I always think it feels
You
more
feel
expensive.
as if, yes, and you just feel as if
Psychological,
you know you really
obviously.
are wearing something.
How perfect is that?
And
It's
that's it.
wonderful. Absolutely beautiful.
So, you know, if ever you're, you know, working with resin and you haven't got a bail, or a bezel, I should say, don't worry about it, because
Don't
that's a
worry
way
about
of,
it.
that's a way of making your own.
And it's much more decorative actually.
yeah,
I've got to say, I love that. You're wonderful.
thank you. And on the resin course, we're going to do more about making your own
That dreaded
bezels.
resin course has prevented any of us from stealing this jewellery. Now, there's another piece of jewellery we need to talk about.
Yes,
You've got.
there is.
Can we reveal?
We can reveal now.
And I'm going to give you exactly what you need to create this. It's amazing. Have a look. I want you to just look. Now, Fiona said, see if you can see my hidden message. Rock, star. You've got stars, and they include gemstones. Rock star. Gem and rock star. I was like, I get it, I totally get it.
Which is great.
There's actually, can we put this on a white bus?
Yeah, shall I just go and grab
Is that
one?
all right? Yes, please. I want to show you the colours, yeah. This is amazing. We're going to give you the moulds for your resin, and we're going to give you the... Now, do you remember in the first piece we had, which I might get Fiona to unearth? Yes, I've got it there. The gem art. Fiona's a big fan of using gem art because of the way it sits in resin. Thank you, dear heart.
love
Could you get
it.
the gem art, the other gem art piece out, Dawn? Thank you, Dawn. So let's have another look at this, and then you can really appreciate the colour, which I just love. I just love it. Then I'm going to show you Fiona's piece with the gem art floating on the second layers. It's beautiful, isn't it? Then I'm going to give you a wonderful bundle that you're going to love. I'm going to give you more than one bundle that you're going to love. Now,
I love those bundles. They are fabulous bundles.
amazing. I'm going to give you the moulds. Does that come with the resin DVD? Yes. Now, we've got the introduction to resin DVD in case you've never used it before. I'm going to give you the moulds. Now, you've used these, Fiona Porter.
I have indeed.
Tell me everything.
I've put them somewhere. I'm so sorry.
No, we can go through mine.
Right, here we go. I have made
Oh,
quite a few pieces. I'm going to use some of these in the challenge now, at least the butterfly we are. Now,
oh, look. I'm going to give, oh my gosh, that resin colour. I'm going to give you the coloured resin in a minute. We're just going to hold them up so you can see them. Now, you're going to get the tulip mould. That is lush.
do you know how that was made?
How?
I made 2 clear mixes of resin.
Yeah.
And in one I had a single drop of the, I'm trying to think of the colours now, the butterscotch.
Yeah.
And
alcohol ink.
Alcohol ink. And in the other one I used the rust, I think it's called.
Rust, yeah. Look at this butterfly.
And then on the butterfly I just sprinkled a little bit of fairy dust on there. Or glitter, because I have to have glitter. You've got to have glitter in every show.
I love it. I love it. And that's the great glitter that we've got because it doesn't sink,
fantastic.
It floats. Now I'm going to show you again. So we've got, here's the, here are, I'll actually put them, here are the moulds, and then if we have a look, 1, 2, there you go.
And you've got tulip as well.
And then we've got a oh, look at the pink.
And that was done just using some mica powder, and then as I put it in the mould I swirled it to give it a petal effect.
Look at that.
And that was 2 colours of mica powder mixed together.
And it's really sparkly. Then I'm going to draw your attention to, can I have the heart?
Yeah, you had.
Right, and then we've got some different variations. You've got the heart with this mould. And there's specific resin moulds. How did you find them to use? Fiona?
They are lovely. They are absolutely lovely.
Is it easy to get the resin pieces out of the mould when it's dry?
Yeah, you just turn them. I mean, I should have brought some in the moulds to show you really,
so
but yes, they are mixed depths, and that it gives you again another dimension. So you can get quite a lot of shape and texture in there because of the different depths.
We're going to give you the gem art in a minute.
Show you that one. That's and also that one that would fit into the mould upside down. Again, now the heart one is the double heart is on 2 different levels. Excuse me. And because it's on 2 different levels, it left it open then for me to use 2 different colours of gem art or 2 different colours, and just works. Just absolutely works.
Brilliant.
And I've done it's a single mix on those, just a single mix. I poured
it's all in one go.
All in one go. So I poured the resin in to about half depth, put as much or sprinkled the gem art into it until I'd got the depth that I wanted, and then topped off with just a tiny weeny bit more resin to make sure that it was covered.
I'm just going to show everybody those mould shapes again. So it's specifically put together for resin. And you've got your resin DVD as well. These are brand new. They're brand new, right?
Yes.
Brand new, never seen before on air ever. With your resin DVD, we're going to give you a great price tag. FZGC95. It should be. Now, I'm happy to pay $11.85. I think we've got super value at $11.85. But we're going down to a ridiculous £8.95, 2 moulds, 1 DVD, which is an hour long. You've got to get it quick. I think our DVDs are worth more than that, don't you? But we only charge you $4.95 for the DVDs.
Those moulds on other UK websites are around about £4.75 to £5 each.
So you're only paying a couple of pounds for the DVD then, if that's the case. $8.95. So that's each, you're saying, you get two of them. Well, gosh, that value is phenomenal.
It is phenomenal value.
Make sure it's an introduction to your resin. Here is a little old clip. I think I might have done this. No, it was Ruth. No, it was Ruth. I love resin. Absolutely love it. Now, we're also going to give to you the different resins, and I've got some gem art for you. Now, Fiona Potter, we're going to give it, they're still available. This deal is still available, but you're going to have to be quick if you want it, because how many have gone already? Approaching 100 of these have gone and sold out with the unchecked baskets included. Now, I'm going to give you, now why do you love gem art so much? And you really love gem art.
I really love gem art. You can use it with resin in so many different ways, because as you can see from the samples that I've made, we've got that one which I've really jam-packed full, that's the green agate. Gorgeous. But then on that one I've used a rhodochrosite and it's really jam-packed, but the green agate there I've only put a little bit in. Then I've used the rutile quartz on that one, but only put a little bit in.
Yeah.
And it just, It adds depth, it adds
And
dimension and interest. And that's just using it flat as it is. You can also use it in polymer clay as well, of course.
Yes.
But then if you wanted to use it in other ways, you can use it as a representation or as an impression of something else. So my impression on this necklace is that it's little bits of rocks and pebbles and sand and things blown up as the waves crash over the bottom of the sea, of the ocean bed. But I've also used it as an idea of using them as petals. So if you imagine sort of petals floating down,
Like rose petals,
yeah.
just falling
Well,
off
you
into a
can't
blossom.
you couldn't put a rose petal, lots of rose petals in one piece. Yes, you
It
could
would
put
be
one.
massive, yeah.
However, if you just use them
Little
as a
tiny-
sprinkle,
Gorgeous.
you know.
Have a look again at this one.
I just love that. I just love gem art.
And it goes ever such a long way.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to do
Absolutely.
a whole bunch of colours, but we've only got a few of these. They'll probably sell out today. We've got green agate, the same. We've only got 20, and once they're gone, we won't be getting them back in. So this is your last chance. Did you know that?
No.
That's it. We can't get hold of them anymore. So you've got your green agate, and this is genuine gemstones. Green agate. You've got carnelian,
That's the carnelian.
and this is how the carnelian comes out in the resin. Amazingly beautiful, so autumnal. Isn't that lovely? What a lovely colour.
I just love
Burnt
it.
umbers, that's gorgeous. Then I'm going to give you the rhodochrosite, and this is such a nice milkshakey pink. So you got the rhodochrosite in there as well. You can't appreciate the colour until you get it. You're getting rutile quartz, green rutile quartz. How luscious is that? And then you are getting the tiger's eye.
That's the tiger's
And that's
eye.
the tiger's eye. And you've used the tiger's eye in there.
That's
haven't
tiger's
you?
eye, yeah.
The flouting. How lush is that? Right, let's have a look at the floating tiger's eye here as well. So you've got all of these, you've got all 5 gem arts. You get a big carat weight of these as well, don't you?
Yes, you do. And they are the chunkier ones rather than some that are
fine
very
ones.
fine, which also have their place. But these are, I think the rhodochrosite is more fine. Yeah, these are more granular. But,
So
you know, a little
are you
goes-
upset that they're not, we can't
Yeah,
get hold of them anymore?
I am, because I just love using it in resin.
So make sure you do multi-buy if you're a lover of this. I might give Fiona Potter one of these.
they're just
We've only got 5 left. How much are they?
brilliant.
Should have been, shoulda. But this is what it would have been. We're going to go down to under £20 for you today, though, for all 5 pots. Great value, really great value. YFG C13 Designer Inspiration with Fiona Potter, £19.75.
Grab them while you can.
Grab them while you can, absolutely. We won't be doing, they're gone.
Not surprised.
Wonderful. Now we got some resins. Talk me through the glittery resin. Have you ever used the glittery
Got
resin?
some glittery resin.
Glittery?
Yes. Oh,
love it?
I love that resin.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
What's this?
I did-
Special
that's
effect pearl?
It's special effect pearl.
Is
It
this new? I've never seen this.
No, well, I used both of these I did a compact. That should be on the website somewhere. I did a compact mirror with that. And I did, I think it was around about April time. Might have been March, might have been April. Might have been May, in fact.
Some month.
Some month before this month.
A month previous to this one.
But not in January or February. And I did a compact top, and then I did the whole thing with the pink pearl resin, and then I did a central circle with the purple resin, and then drew it out to make it look like a star.
I love that.
It's gorgeous, and I've also done some pieces where I've used the pink as and written with it using moulds, and then backed it with the purple. There is definitely some photographs of that on the Facebook page.
I am so excited that we're getting
Definitely.
pearl.
Oh, I love it.
I've never seen the pearl.
Oh, I just love them.
Let me give it a shake. So you've got the pearly resin there, and you've got the glitter. Now this glitter is special. It won't sink, it won't
No.
float, it'll disperse evenly. Really, really, really fantastic. And then you've got your epoxy hardener and your pipette.
Yeah.
I do like to have a pipette.
And it still mixes the same ratio, so it's two parts resin to 1 part hardener, but it's it's not the same hardener as the doming resin, so don't mix the two up.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a different one, which is why we sell it with it. It is a different resin.
Good to know.
It's a different hardener, but it's fabulous stuff.
It is just, and if you're going to get into resin, get full hog. You know, really jump in straight away. WHR B80. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. The pearly, the pink pearlies, and you've got the lilac glitter as well. And the hardener, all yours, just $14.95. Very competitive price tag. Half the stock already gone. In fact, you're loving that deal at $14.95. Oh, 800 644 655. I've got the bronze, which I think is going to be very popular for autumn. This is the most autumnal collection ever. We're in autumn now with our jewellery making, aren't we? That's how it is.
Now, we did the bronze a few weeks ago, and there are a couple of pieces again on the website that you can have a look at.
Brilliant. Have we got those, Tom? Can we have a little look at the bronzy ones on the website? So you've got the bronze pearl. Are they on Facebook or are they on our...
They're on our Facebook page.
On our Facebook.
Yeah.
And you've got the bronze glitter. Do you know when you did it?
I think it was around about the 20th of June.
Oh, a while ago. That'll take us ages, don't worry. You go and have a look. Right, so you've got wonderful, look at that colour, look at the glitter. It's absolutely stunning. And this is your autumnal collection. And then you've got the bronze. So you've got your autumn glitter, and then you've got the bronze. You have to have this. You're making leaves and falling, you know, all those wonderful autumnal pieces. You get the hardener, you get the pipette as well. So you're gonna get, we've got hardly any stock of this. All of our autumn colours are suddenly going out.
Can you imagine that sparkle and the purple sparkle in with the stars?
Gorgeous.
And can you imagine the pink and the bronze in with the flowers and the butterfly?
Gorgeous. You
need it in your life.
No, I do love resin, I do. I think it's fantastic. Just wonderful medium. OQR B50. Your bronzed resin bundle. And there are so many of you getting this. My gorgeous Zena's got it, which means you should all get it. Alison, you've got 2. I'm seeing lots of multi-buyers actually. Kimmy, Jane, Margaret, Kathleen, you've got yours, Marilyn and Anne. Do make sure you are checking out baskets. We're going to give you another knockout price tag. £15, 95 pence is your price tag. OQR B50 for all of this. Great price, wonderful autumnal colours, and you've just got to add them to your collections here today at Jewellery Maker. We're giving you great prices, limited stock of this one. Thanks be to Fiona Potter. Now we are going to go to a very quick break. If you've got any questions, Fiona, relating to this medium, then please get them through now. After the break, we have got so many incredible big chunky gemstones for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
This is an important announcement to all of our Sky TV viewers. From Tuesday the 19th of August, our Sky channel number will be changing from 655 to Sky 665. So remember to tune in to Sky 665 from August the 19th so you don't miss a thing.
If you miss a Jewellery Maker show, then simply go to our YouTube page where you'll be able to find hours of Jewellery Maker footage. Search by show, date or type. Alternatively, search by guest designer by using our playlist page. You can also find hours of tutorials with handy hints and tips to give you inspiration. Our YouTube page is updated on a daily basis so you can access any show at any time. Stay in touch with Jewellery Maker.
We all know that you need the right tools for the job. So here at Jewellery Maker, we have developed our very own tool set just for you. In this larger set, we have provided more tools to help you develop your jewellery making skills even further. The kit includes wire cutters, a bead reamer with replacement tips, an awl, tweezers with a scoop, a sliding gauge, a snip, and all the essential pliers you will need. All of this is yours for just $15.95, neatly presented in a carrying case with an embossed Jewellery Maker logo. Stay tuned for more advice, tutorials and demonstrations of jewellery making. We provide the tools, you provide the skill.
Welcome back, my gorgeous jewellery makers. We're going to give you some deals. I'm going to go fast and furious through these because I want you to get the very, very maximum amount of deals today. Now, I'm going to give you some wire. You know how it's been going with wire. That's how they say it round here. Wire. Do you like a bit of wire? You're not from round here, are you though, Leah? Yeah. You are? I thought you were rather posher. Now, 0.25 copper wire you've got 100 metres. This is a great weaving wire. Waving wire? You know, that Fiona. Waving wire.
Weaving wire.
I'm trying very hard not to call you Fiona. Do people call you Fiona, Irish people?
They do,
Fiona.
but I hate it.
Yeah, I know. They all hate it and I can't help it.
I'm not offended by it because I know people can't help it sometimes.
It's the accent, but I always think it's Fiona and it's Fiona, isn't it?
It's Fiona, because I'm the Scottish version, because my family's Scottish.
But Scottish people don't say Fiona, do they?
No, they say Fiona.
Oh, and then the Irish
Well, they
version
don't say it like I said it, because I say it with a Scottish accent, but...
Fiona! And it's Fiona.
When I'm asleep, I can speak in brilliant accents, but as soon as I open my mouth, something else comes out.
When I'm asleep, I'm a Russian spy.
Oh, I am, yes.
People call you Helena, don't they? I quite like that, Princess Helena. You're Helena, aren't you? Rhymes with nothing, actually, nothing. Bellama, nothing, that's not a word, is it? I made that up. Now, Amelia's just come in with something, what are you doing? With a dog biscuit in her mouth. Now, I'm going to give you this wire deal, all right? Now, Amelia's from London town. It's a normal biscuit. Oh, it's a Garibaldi. I haven't seen one of those for ages. Now, you are going to get a 0.8 pink wire. You can make the most gorgeous, big, elaborate wire piece with this. And it might make you French. It might not, though. AUG C26 is your item code. You are getting 130 meters of wire. Should be 2280. However, we've been doing now. Yesterday, I did some ridiculous wire deals. Are you going to be as ridiculous? Let's be really ridiculous. We're going to be fairly ridiculous, not just fairly, we're going to be extremely ridiculous. No change there, jewellery makers. You need to be on the phone for this one if you loved yesterday's wire deals. £9.80 for 130 metres. Take it and run before anyone sees. AUG C28. This is crazy. You've got loads. Let me see your names on my phone lines. You do need to check out baskets if you are using wire. Vanessa, Anne, Amanda, another Anne, Kay, Jane, you've got yours. Helen, Brian, you've got yours. Anonymous in Cumbria. Do make sure you are checking out baskets. Rita's joined us. So's Esther in Northamptonshire. It's great to have you all on board. Our wire deals are... Now, basically, what's happening is we are giving you these surprise wire deals to clear out stocks. We've got no room for... There's this big shipment waiting to get in. And there's no room at the inn. There's just none. And we can't put it in the stables because the horses will trip over it. And I'm not having them in my stables. So they're not baby Jesus. They're not coming in. £9.80 for all of this, which is phenomenal. Now, this won't last forever, this wire slashing. It's only... There's an actual reason behind it. And then we're going to go back to normal again, whatever normal is. But right now, we're not normal. Take advantage of the not normal and grab this deal just like so many of you are, and so many of you are multi-buying on this. Maybe you've got that big wire work project. Maybe you're thinking to yourself, you know something, I want to get involved. Alison Tarry is on Tuesday. It's Tarry Tuesday. I'm not here on Tarry Tuesday. Neither's Amelia. We've got Tarry withdrawal, haven't we? We've got Tarry withdrawals. She's doing handbags as well, without us.
And I've seen it.
You've seen her, of course you have. I bet she was there at that secret meeting as well, was she?
Not saying a word.
Was she there when there was the Plowmans? Was she there?
My memory's just not...
Fiona Potter, was Alison Tarry eating cheese at your house without me?
I can't remember.
It happened, didn't it? Go on.
I really can't remember.
And let me tell you something, if you'd stretched it to an eaten mess, me and you would not be talking right now.
There was no eaten mess.
No, but there was Alison Tarry, there was cheese.
We were just a few of us getting together.
It wasn't
to have
just a few of
bit
you.
of a play.
It wasn't just a few of you.
Just 3 of us.
You ate cheese without me. And you weren't even thinking of me at the time.
There was no wine. I was.
Well, Michelle wasn't.
Because I thought, you know, Jenny would love this. We'll have to ask her next time.
Yeah. I was an afterthought. Cuts real deep.
It was because I just needed to learn how to do my chainmail.
And don't get a close-up of my angry face. I've told you about that. It's not funny. It's not funny. I have a great... Oh, you want to know my ring size? You know, NO, I think it is. You know, the regular, you know. Do you know, my tantrums are funny because then when you make me laugh, it all goes it just dissolves. And I'm like, I hate you. You made me laugh now. Ruined everything. That was a brilliant act. We've only got 30 of these left. I love you. £9 and £8. Yolanda's in Texas shopping. Every one of them was at the meeting eating cheese. And I love Ploughman's. And if there was thick cut farmhouse ham, that's it.
No, there wasn't. There was no meat. I promise you there was no meat.
Helena wants pork pie. I'm all right with a pork pie. I'm all right. But thick cut ham.
It was just cheese and homemade bread and homemade cakes and...
She's hiding behind the ring mandrel, yes. That ring mandrel cannot protect you from the lies and the deceit. The secret cheese meeting. Secret cheese meeting.
It wasn't secret.
I hope you swallowed that and your throat went dry.
It did actually, because the crackers are... Oh no.
Oh, don't talk to me about the crackers.
I didn't have crackers, it was just the homemade cheese and parsley bread and the homemade granary bread. My husband's an amazing cook.
Don't rub it in, Fiona Potter. Has anyone got any runner beans in their garden apart from Mark Smith, who's bringing them on Friday? I'm obsessed with them. I could just have the runner beans every day to eat.
I love runner beans.
Loads of salt. I could live off them. That could be my diet. I might try that, the runner bean diet, see how far I get.
We grew 12 runner bean plants, but no, let's put that right. We set 12 runner bean plants. I think we've got 2.
What happened?
We've got 3 beans. We had 3
Slugs.
beans.
Did
There's
they
3
happen?
of us. So.
Hannah's just walked in. Have you got runner beans in your garden, Hannah? No. Have you got them chickens yet? No. No. I tell you what. Now, we're going to give you a jump ring deal. That is what we're doing, isn't it? Yes. No, once we've got over the disgrace of Fiona, Michelle, and who else?
Oh, my husband.
No, there was the 3rd jewellery maker. Oh, Alice and Terry eating cheese without us. Hannah and you did it to me last night. You all went to the pub without me. And they all put it on Facebook and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, but I didn't put it on
Even
Facebook.
Dion, and she belongs to me. She does. It was all right for you because you were just snogging your boyfriend in the background, Hannah, to be honest. You didn't really care who else was there. She's at that stage of the relationship now. And if that man, by the way,
lovely.
Hannah, come back. Water, please. Thank you. Water. Thank you. We want water machine. And if you're going to date the man that sorts things out like that, make him do it. Thank you. Now, have a look at what you've got. Tiny jump rings here. Look. What size are these? These little tiny 5mm. These are tiny. Are they all open? Let's see. Doop, 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 doop. Yeah, they're all open. Oh, I dropped him. Look how small the little How many of those do we get then? You get 200 of each is what you get. And then you're going to get the silver and you're going to get the gold, look. And in 5mm, that's great. And then you're going to get over here 7mm rose gold, 200 of those. So you've got 800 jump rings, 200 of those, which is good because Fiona Potter's just getting into chainmail because during the secret meeting, she was taught by Michelle how to do chainmail. Secret meetings, yeah. And Sophie.
To be fair, I didn't know Sophie was coming.
Yeah, don't even try it. 2, 4, 6, 800 jump rings. Now, jump rings are essential for your jewellery making. They're just essential. You saw Fiona Potter using them earlier when she was making her loops. Jump rings are great actually to add accents in between large gemstones. Put them in between your big rounds. A nice black onyx with a jump ring in. Oh,
Ooh,
beautiful. Absolutely wonderful. You've got real rose gold. These are all on solid sterling silver. Oh, they're on copper. They're so malleable. They're so malleable. Should be £21.80. And let me tell you, jewellery makers, my dear hearts and darlings, that you can make ever such a lot of chainmail with this. Ever such a lot. Let's give you a super duper deal. We're giving you a super duper deal. We're going to take this under £15 for 800. Why is it saying 790? Oh, because you get the gold, you get 190. 190 of one of them, of the 5mm. 790 jump rings for £12.95. It's wonderful. Sounded a little bit like a robot then. EIG C90. You've got a 30-day money back guarantee. Kay in Glamorgan's got 2. Carol in Swansea, you've got yours. Glenda in Suffolk. Christina in Staffs. Patricia, Michelle and Maureen. Here is a few examples. Here are a few examples of some chainmail. You don't just have to do chainmail with them. They're great for sweetie bracelets. That's done by the wonderful Debbie Bell. Look at that. Oh, it's gorgeous. I miss Debbie Belford. Look at that. And then you've got, there's the flowers we saw yesterday. Is that a full Persian? Or was the one you did a full Persian?
I think all I did was a basic box.
I don't think it was a basic box, a full Persian. They have got funny names, haven't
That's
they?
all I did was a box. I'm sure that's what Michelle said it was. Because she was trying to teach me a Persian. Because that has more jump rings in it, doesn't it?
Yes, I think so.
Or was it a Byzantine she was trying to teach me?
She might have been trying to do the full Persian.
I know that she was getting frustrated with me because I just couldn't hold my pliers right or anything. I was rubbish.
I can manage a Brazilian, but a full Persian, no way.
Oh, I couldn't manage,
£12.95 EIG C90.
Ever.
I love Persian cats though. If that makes any difference to life whatsoever,
No,
I'd like to throw that out there.
Not for me.
You're not a cat woman, you're a dog woman.
Yeah, I am actually.
But you grew up on a farm, you should always have a cat for the mice.
Yeah, well we had little Samantha and she was beautiful, but we lost her, so.
But you still like.
But she was, yeah, and we've got cats around us and they're really good. That's a really good mouser actually, they're our next door one, but.
We've got mousers down the yard.
I'm not really into cats.
Well, you say that, I thought that, and then I got a kitten and I love her because she's absolutely crazy. But I am a dog person as well. I'm a massive dog.
Dogs and calves. I love calves.
Oh, I love calves because they suck your hand.
Oh, when you feed a calf and give it, they're just
I
so
love
gorgeous
a calf.
and they're big
I like
eyes.
lambing season as well. Well, we're farm girls basically.
We are, yeah.
We're farmers girls. 12. I always thought I was going to marry a farmer. I didn't though.
I did.
You did marry a farmer?
I did, yeah. He's not a farmer anymore, but he was when I married him.
Why not?
We wanted
didn't want to.
No, I hardly ever saw him, and the kids hardly ever saw him, and in the end he had enough.
Did he? Wow,
My
that
dad
didn't
was a
happen
farmer
often.
too.
I know, I love farmers. Massively love farmers. Got a farmer obsession. 12 and when Lee did get with me, I did country farm and I made sure that he could drive a tractor, so I put him on the John Deere, sent him off with my friend who was a farmer, and that happened.
And that was all right then?
Yeah, well, and then I found him more attractive, so it was okay.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you can't drive a tractor, I don't want you.
Yeah, you have to have
EIG. And I make him listen to the Whirlstalls. That's true, I do. Not that song. I am a cider drinker. I drinks it all off the day. EIG C90 is your item code. Now, if you love the Wurzels, come through. Now, I'm not a pheasant plucker. That's the song you want to be careful of. Now, let's go to Oh, these are snazzy. Snazzy, that's a true meaning that I've become a parent because I've said the word snazzy. Oh, snazzy. Oh no, it's happened. I'm my mother. No. Those are snazzy. Oh, no one goes to the disco. Now, I'm doing that to my daughter. So now school disco coming up. No one goes to discos. We go to parties. They don't go to clubs now. They go to parties at this stage. Have a look. Yeah, it's moved on. Clubbing. That's what I get. Clubbing. Go on, start talking about the days you used to be able to wear hot pants. That's what I get from my daughter at the moment. Those were the days. Anyway, beautiful fuchsia frosted. Well, there's it, Tom. That's why I said it. Tom went, what do they wear now? Neon, little tiny shorts with their little tiny stomachs, and their youth. You know, the youth. Anyway, we're not bitter and twisted, are we?
Nope. Not much.
It's still there, that cyber shop in Camden. We go there. My son's got a T-shirt that says his name across it, and it keeps going. Maxatron, Maxatron. There you go.
Oh, brilliant.
Have a look. It is kind of cyber-esque, these kinds of strands. They're fabulous. Now, Gemma Crow made the Boingy Boingy necklace and bracelet out of this. Have you got that, Tom? It's with these gems. She's obsessed with these because they're like powder puffy. Do you know what I mean? They've got this wonderful sort of powder. I don't know how you search for Boingy Boingy bracelet. It'll be under Gemma Crow. No, it's not on Facebook, because on Art we kept it. We photographed it because she then took it to party with. These are fabulous. You've also got the rose quartz frosted beads 6mm. If you love Gemma Crow and you want to get some inspiration, she did do an amazing necklace. Do you remember the Boingy Boingy?
It was absolutely amazing. Sorry, I've taken my glasses off so I can see. It was an amazing necklace.
Phenomenal.
And it's the way that she sort of bent them and did all sorts of things. They're wonderful. Only Gemma could really think of that.
Yeah, and do you know what? When I gave them these as her challenge, she was like, oh, I'm frightened of them. I went, no, you're not. And she went, no, I am. What do I do? And then she wore that necklace out that night. She said everybody kept asking where to get that necklace.
Fantastic.
And really, she always does that, yeah. Oh, I'm not sure. What am I going to do? And then she comes out with something amazing. She's like Tony Hart. Where's it going to go? What medium? Beading, I suppose. Gemma Crow beading. I don't know. Not beadly. No, never mind. WZGC03 is your item code. You just blooming well need them. You've got the red in 12mm, the fuchsia in 10, and you've got 90 carats of beautiful rose quartz. Those are 6mm rounds. Great for the loom, great for earrings, wonderful for necklaces and bracelets, young or old. Big pop of colour, a big firework of colour. Calmed down by the tranquility of the rose quartz. Should be a very low price tag already of $13.35. I'm happy to pay that. I absolutely am. We're going to fold that over and we're going to give you an even better price tag. Less than £3 a strand. Yes, please. $8.95 for all 3 strands, just a little under £3 per strand. WZG C03, loads of you coming through. Remember Gemma Crow's necklace, it was phenomenal. Beautiful. Karen and Esther, Anonymous in Yorkshire, Joan in Kent, Jill in South Yorkshire, brand new jewellery makers. Don't forget that and Tracy in Lincolnshire, don't forget you have got that 30 days. You can go and have a look at Gemma Crow's designs on our Facebook page, and it will be on there somewhere. Marie in South Yorkshire, you've got yours as well. Do remember to take to check out your baskets. Alison, you've got yours. WZG C03. I hope you're not the kind of Alison who eats cheese without your friends, without your cheese-loving friends. 0800 644 655. Did you get invited to last night's shenanigans, Leah? They all went. No, neither did I. It was only for the favourites. And Dion, she went. Dion's only being let off because Marjorie's making me roast potatoes. Helena didn't get invited either, even though Pip went. And they're supposed to be friends. He's not your real friend. $8.95. You weren't at work that day, it's true. Carol, you've got yours. Well done to everybody. Great to have your company here today at Jewellery Makers. Now, ametrine. Oh yeah, I did just say ametrine. Do you love ametrine, Fiona? Have you used it?
Oh, I love ametrine. Sorry, glasses again.
Do you need to put your glass in to look at me? Because can I just recommend that you take your glass out and much more attractive when you can't see me properly?
Oh,
that's
Jenny.
better.
I didn't know you were only 10. Oh, ametrine's gorgeous, isn't it? Do you know why I like that kind of gemstone? I think, apart from the story behind them and how they're made, having Mother Nature give you 2 different colourways that work together so beautifully.
And naturally.
Well, it is. It's that natural element to it. Love them.
I love them. It happens in Bolivia, only in Bolivia.
Oh.
That's why some people call it Bolivianite. Just if you go and Google some piece of ametrine, it's just incredible. What I love about it is the gemstone of happiness and tranquility. And I think happiness comes from tranquility almost, in a way, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
I mean, I'm happy when I'm excited, but peace.
I think
harmony.
peace within is just special.
Inner peace is the best thing you can give yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
We digress.
Oh, I always do. Now you've got this stunning colour, or two stunning colours, just such a special strand. Wonderful for having in a ring. I would want to see this. It's such a beautiful gemstone and so full of nature's beauty, isn't it? I do love ametrine, I've got to be honest with you. XLR U61. You've got a big, you've got a lovely shape to this, nice and chunky, aren't they? So just one of these is going to be suffice. You can wire wrap it, you can put it in cufflinks, feminine cufflinks. You can put this in a pendant. I mean, there's so much you can do with it. I tend not to wear big chunky gemstones in my ears. I like lots of little ones and lots of chandeliers, if I'm honest with you. But I know a lot of people do like to make chunky rings. Yes, I'm scared of putting too many chunky things in my ears because I think I'll get those droopy. Yeah, I'll get the droopy ears, and enough of me's drooping, thanks. XLR U61. I've had kids. What do you want? 150 carats, 10 by 9 to 18 by 14. On a 21 centimetre strand, just 21.95, very competitive. Actually, I think you will find it very difficult to find this gemstone outside of us here at JewelleryMaker. I think it's a really hard one to source, and we don't have a lot of it. And if you are a true collector and you don't have this, I would say it's one for your collection, I would. And it's one to keep hold of. It's very difficult to get this gemstone. Don't forget, you can only get this in one place, Bolivia. And it's called Bolivianite to some. Beautiful. You don't believe me. I don't believe you, who said. I like that, Tom. Not that I haven't heard it 6,000 million times before. 21.95 is your price tag. 0800 644 655. Now, let me give you. Woo! Everything's falling. Now, you're going to love these. Now, who was it? I think Gemma Crow's got these. Big chunky necklace, and they turn. She's made frames out of antique bronze, and they turn.
Oh, they're lovely.
They're amazing. They're massive. I think these are over the head chunky necklace strands, or chichingas. By chichinga, I mean light switch pull. Cha-ching. Have you got an ugly light switch pull? Because if you have, change it for a gemstone one. Ooh. Who wants? You're right. So
my knee just popped out.
Who wants an ugly chichinga? Not me.
No.
Have you got a chichinga, Amelia, or are you a light switch in your bathroom?
What's a chichinga?
One of these, ching, bathroom. You can have it outside the switch in the bathroom. Oh, you do. Modern, is it? Yeah. You know, my old house still used to have the round light switches with a little knob. You had to go. Yeah, really old. Not a dimmer, proper old. Yeah. It was almost like I should go to the telephone and do this. London calling. Like, it's that old-fashioned. Now. We wanted to make my mum watch A Woman in Black last night. She wasn't having any of it. Have a look at this.
Well, not
that's one of those things, inappropriate things that I do. You are not Lady Pee-Pee for anything other than the fact your name's P for Potter.
Yes.
You definitely do not have anything associated with pee-peeing.
I get Lady Fifi, but I've never had Lady Pee-Pee. Oh, Jenny, what are you doing to me? Kissing me on my lips and then calling me Lady Pee-Pee. It's wonderful. Wonders for my reputation. What I would do, what I've done actually with a similar shape when we had those in black and orange, moving swiftly on and trying to get a straight face, but I can't, is I like to have one as a dangle, well, not as a dangle. This is going from bad to worse. One, but with loads and loads of strands of beading thread in different colours, right? Going through the centre so that you've got a central pendant, and then have various little, make some loops with the bottom of your beading thread, and from those hang some chains so that you've got lots of dangles. That's even worse. invite me back.
It's not your fault, it's mine. What possessed me to call you that? You didn't know.
Dear. What you like?
Anyway, loads of you loving these bike cones, and it's nice to have that shape, isn't it? And if you can let them move, let them. And they jingle jangle. They're good. They're going to be great with your dream catchers and things like that. I think they look. I mean, they've all got their own identity. I like the look of these, and I love the colour and the banding you get. I mean, look at that. It's totally different to say that one, isn't it? I mean, they're just fab. Loads of you in for these ones. Maybe you're a wire wrapper by trade. Maybe you want a new cha-chinga. 0800 444 655 ESP P7. They're £9.95. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 on the strand. What are you going to do with yours? There's only one way to find out, and that's by grabbing them. Joan in the East Ridings of Yorkshire, you have yours. Anonymous in County Meath, you have yours. Susan in Buckinghamshire, Sharon and Alison in Norfolk, you've all got yours. There are plenty more available if you want to come through for them, like Gail in Dorset just did. I love Dorset. Do you?
Yeah, I'm going in 2 weeks' time for a whole week.
Another holiday?
Yes.
Who with?
My lovely husband Richard.
Will you be going to neighbouring Cornwall to see Rachel Norris for another secret Jews meeting?
No, we're actually going camping and
in an actual tent?
Yeah, we go camping in actual tents where you actually sleep on an actual airbed.
Can you stand up in your tent?
We actually can.
Yes, that's okay then. That's all right.
Yes, it's
then.
a posh tent. I do have a carpet. I have fairy lights on the outside and on the inside as well.
Are you just you two going?
Yeah.
Very romantic.
Yeah, it's lovely sitting by, candlelight and...
Do you get your guitar out?
No, I promise I don't do that anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore.
Oh, I like
I make
it
a racket.
though.
I make a racket.
Sophie will be wanting to come with you, Nanny.
She does. Yeah, last time we went, she said, you went camping.
Without me.
I said, yeah, we did.
She wasn't very happy.
You had that little look.
We know that feeling. You know when people do things without you?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Sophie.
She's
I know
coming
your
camping with us when she's 5. We promised her she
Take
could
her to
come when
France.
she's 5.
It's brilliant.
No, we'll just take her. I don't know. We took her to the seaside for the day a couple of weeks ago, and we had a fantastic day. It was brilliant.
It's magical when you got kids
and she was
again,
so happy because she wasn't at all car sick, and it was just she was happy because of that. She's such a good girl.
Oh, bless her. That's
She's
what I mean. We got
lovely.
9 hours the other end of our Cali journey.
Oh wow! Are you camping?
No, we're going in a log cabin. I can't sleep in a tent.
But they thought
Horse box is bad
But
enough.
you're an animal lover.
Yeah, I know I can,
And
but
I
I
don't
have to
have
sleep in a
animals
horse
in my
box
tent.
enough, and I want to go on holiday and just have luxury for a bit. I do have to camp
Yeah.
all the time with the horses, so that's work.
Yeah,
isn't
I
it?
understand.
Anyway, we've had a very. Can we listen to this text message, or we can't because it involves things that might gross us out. Now, there is a very funny text message. Can you tell me? Can you give me the gist of it so I might be able to? Someone went for a womanly procedure that you have to go for. You know that one.
Oh, that one.
Rhymes with a. The doctor was telling her to do something. Oh, I don't want to. No, they don't want to give it to me because I'm the queen of inappropriateness, and apparently I'll just blurt it out. If you think it was bad enough with Lady Pee-Pee, it'll get worse. However, your text message is greatly received, and everybody is loving that one. But we have to keep it clean now, unfortunately. Sometimes have a look at these. Gorgeous carnelian chain, super autumnal strand. I am feeling that Lady Potter.
Oh, that's pretty.
No, they're so autumnal, and we are totally autumnal at the moment, aren't we?
Oh, they're pretty.
What about
too.
that? What about that?
Oh.
In an anklet, if you had nice ankles, not
well,
like
I
mine.
don't anymore.
What about wrists? What are they called? Bracelets?
Yeah. Necklace.
Gorgeous.
Around your neck.
Yeah.
Headpiece.
Oh,
You
Eid,
you
September Eid.
Yeah,
These are all
with those
gorgeous for that.
You know those lovely headpieces that Gemma Crow's making at the moment with the gorgeous drops and things?
Perfect. These would be great in the hair. I'm loving the Eid jewellery. Keep telling you about Mia's friend Sakina. She is so beautiful in it, and her daughter, daughter, sister, Sadia, just beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Lovely.
And they brought me some food round from when they did their big Eid celebration. It was the best day ever. Now, HXOD65 is your item code. It's a whole metre long. It's gorgeous colour, isn't it? Look how long that is. And I've got almost like the arm span of Mr. So, you know, it's a pretty impressive arm span, yeah. Go Gadget arms. I like this layered up actually, but I do like it. And please don't forget, this is rosary linked for you by hand. Solid sterling silver and 9-carat gold. So precious metals, real gemstones. Does it get any better than this? A whole metre of it. HXOD65. We've only seen this a couple of times before, haven't we? Once before. Julie, you've got yours. Sarah, you've got yours. Andrea and Tanya. Jacqueline, you've got yours in Cumbria. Now this is fairly new. It's only been on once before. It's super autumnal and it just looks amazing with the briolettes that I've got coming up for you a little bit later. And think about smoky quartz and things like that because they really are going to go super well with these. 0800 644 655. Free phone number as always, all the W's.jewellerymaker.com. All yours for £19.95. A wonderful low price tag for you. 0800 644 655 is the number to be dialing. HXOD65 is your item code. Make sure though, I don't want anyone missing out on this. We've only got the last remaining bits from the first time that we launched this, so pretty much unchecked basket quantity actually. Julie, you've got yours. Tracy, you've got to check out your basket. So has Gillian. So has an anonymous jewellery maker in Greater Manchester. Claire in Merseyside, you've got to check your baskets out. HXOD65. Don't forget to text us. Have you done anything inappropriate and wished you hadn't done it? Wished. I know what I did to Mia's teacher during and this was not long ago, at parents' evening. He's called Mr. Patterson. And you know Kevin and Perry, I did that.
No.
Miss Patterson. They went, sorry. Hi, Miss Patterson. And he didn't even find it funny. He just looked at me like I was ridiculous.
Miserable man.
Yeah, he was miserable actually. I said that to me, he's miserable. She went, Mummy, don't say that about my teachers. Wow.
Oh.
Hi ladies, hello love. I work in a cafe and my friend who was working with me perped really loud. I don't know how I served the customer. I was laughing so much. What do you do? Because if somebody did that was serving me food, I would go,
yeah, I would too.
and then that'd start off a whole chain reaction, wouldn't it? That's hilarious. You can't get, don't sing that at me ever. You got warned, that song, the chain reactions, I can't listen to it, it makes me feel funny. And it really does make me feel funny. When Helena started here, I had to warn her never to sing it. Because people sing it because we talk about chain here. I don't mind Chain of Fools, that's fine. Don't do it, you know I go mad. Makes me, no, really it makes me go funny. I don't know what, something may have happened to me as a child that I can't remember. When that song goes on, I literally go insane. I want to tear my own hair out. I'm not telling you which song, am I? Don't tell her, ever. Now. Don't, I really will go mad. It's worse than Abracadabra, that one to me. Abracadabra is and I told you why I hate You know why I don't like Abracadabra? Because of that lady who was down the road who never had any daughters and she used to keep me all day and I used to want to go home and she never would let me because she wanted to brush my hair. Yes, it was weird, wasn't it? That's why I don't like this song. Look at these two. Like, do you know what? You're like the little mice off of Muppet Christmas Carol. They are singing it in their own heads. Don't you start, Potter. Or you'll be back to Lady Pee-Pee.
That's what I was trying to get away from.
You always know how to get rid of me by singing either one of those songs. I'll never come near anyone again that sings that.
That's awful. Bless you.
I think that's a bad memory.
It's got to be a bad
why I didn't say to my mum, I don't want to go round to Janice's house tomorrow. She used to buy me stuff though.
Strange.
She just really wanted a daughter and she had 2 sons.
Oh.
Who were lovely. I still speak to them now. Anyway, we won't go into I always give you my funny childhood craziness. Like when I went to my grandma's wedding, that's another one. Weird. No one should have to. It was you, Helena. You're like my therapist. Now. And then there was this one time when I went to my grandma's wedding and there was a hippie singing Kumbaya with a guitar on and it was really weird. I've never got over that, ever. No. I always sing Kumbaya. Always. I can, a little bit. Nah. Asking me if I can play the guitar, to which Tom replied, I have photographic evidence of that. Now, you do know everything about me because I can't keep secrets about anything. Just blurt it on out. Have a look at this. I'm the sort of person who sees a policeman in the street and tells him everything I've done that's bad. Yesterday, I drove my car with no seatbelt on for 2 minutes until I realised, why? Anyway. 65 carats of beautiful green amethyst. These are concave set, and again, this is another strand that make a phenomenal trilogy ring at the smallest, in case Alison Tara is watching. Look at that. Don't you think that's fab?
Oh, that's beautiful.
And if you had that half round wire around them, lush. You use that yet?
I love half wire. Yeah,
Love it. Can't get
and
enough of
square.
it.
I love it.
I love it too. We can't get that for toffee, can we?
Love it.
Now look, this is green amethyst, which is one of my favourites. I just love it. Green, it's also known as. Praise your light. Look at that. So pretty, isn't it?
That cut really is my favourite.
I think it's one of mine as well.
It just takes you into it. It doesn't matter whichever way you look at it. You've got some sparkle and you've got some depth.
And you really do feel like you can look deeper and deeper and deeper into these.
Oh, absolutely.
It's just beautiful. Just beautiful. If you love this, if you need it, if you want it, if you've got to have it. We're just having a bit of a graphical hiccup, so we'll just talk about stuff.
I think with that, do you know, I just love that, but can you imagine prong setting a few of them, but then joining them to make a really beautiful bracelet?
Yes, prong set
individual,
but
make them as links.
That's another challenge for you then. We haven't done that. Prong set, individual link bracelet, almost like a tennis bracelet.
Yeah.
And I really love tennis bracelets.
That would be.
Potter.
Do you?
Yeah.
I do as well, actually.
I love them.
They're gorgeous.
Imagine owning a diamond tennis bracelet. That is what the ultimate spoilt princess.
Yes, definitely.
I'd love that, wouldn't you? If someone gave me a diamond tennis
I really
bracelet.
would.
That'd be ridiculous.
It really would, wouldn't it? Actually.
You'd have to, but not many people have those, do they?
No,
they
but
don't.
That's gorgeous. That praise your light. Love it.
This colour is insanely beautiful, and actually I do think that cut is inspirational because it does inspire you.
Oh, it does.
To start creating in different ways, and maybe a prong set isn't something you've done before, but you love these and you want them, so it makes you give it a go. And they do deserve to be prong set because you do want the light to travel around these.
I think you do, and I think, you know, if you can do a prong set, I mean, I've seen, you know, some of the things that Michelle has done, where she's prong set, but then she's had something at the bottom so that they actually stand up and the light can still get in.
Yeah.
There's that beautiful
She did it yesterday.
framework.
Yeah, she just did a little tiny bit at the back.
Oh, just it's stunning. Stunning.
Look at that clarity. Beautiful earrings, because these are taper. You could taper these. You are going to be able to get these. We are just resetting the old Grafficalos. 0800 644 655 is the number to be calling if you want these. I'll get your code for you in a momento. We're just having, what's going on with those gremlins? I can't do techie stuff. Can you?
Well,
You can, because you used to be techie.
I used to be an IT lecturer, so I can do a little bit of it.
Perhaps you can help with the gremlins.
But you see, when you get out of it, and it's 2003 when I came out of it, so 10 years is a long time. Technology moves on, and now what I do is phone my son, because my son's an IT field and service engineer, so he's
computery then.
That's Sophie's dad. He's absolutely brilliant.
I bet she's quite computery as well.
She is, yeah.
the way the world's moving.
She taught me, I didn't know that, oh gosh, and I'm going back to when she was 3. And I didn't know that on smartphones you could like pinch it and move out like that.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, this is what you do.
Did you go, wow?
I said, that's clever. She says, Daddy showed me.
Can you think, like, we didn't have any of that? Do you think it's like magic? Don't get me started.
I do think it's magic. But I also think you don't want it all the time because I think they need to have their childhood.
Definitely. This is why I keep telling Max he's got to set more traps.
Yeah.
He hasn't tripwired his sister. I have this all the time. I remember the day I walked into my brother's bedroom only to be flattened on the floor straight away by a falling bag that was full up of shoes that he balanced strategically so that when I opened the door it went boom and I just went poof. And he said it was literally the funniest thing he'd ever seen. It was probably one of the most painful things that had ever happened to me, but I never forgot it. It's a great trick, that.
Did you ever get the one with the pretend finger in a tin? Cut a finger. Oh, my brother used to do gory things like that. Cut a hole in the bottom of a tin, have tissue in, and then paint his finger as if it was not a part of his body with all red stuff around it, and so say, oh, Fee, look at this, and he go,
oh.
Yeah, that's my lovely brothers did lovely things
that's
like that.
nothing like having a brother for that reason.
No, they're great. They did lovely things. Bless
Kids,
them.
if you're watching at home and you've got a sister, do remember to play tricks on her. Now, we have got, can we bring these now? Yeah? Iris has got 2. Yes, we can. Deborah, you've got yours. Anonymous, you've got yours. 65 carats. And these ovals are between 8 by 6 to 14 by 10 on a 20 centimetre strand. And they're just beautiful, aren't they? We're going to give you this strand for £24.95. Could I have the code, my dear heart? W F J K 06. W F J K 06. If you want them, they are £24.95. They're just gorgeous. Really, really pretty green amethyst. Now we're still having a few graphical jicama cups, but don't forget we are going to catch up with Fiona Potter and her challenge soon. We're going to give you the citrine briolets because they're lush. These are lush. I absolutely heart these. I do. Remember I showed you these earlier with this strand. Beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Now I do love a briolet cut. Actually Pandora do a lot of briolet cuts. So do Tiffany & Co. Pandora earrings, really pretty. A lot of briolet cuts. You know, you might be shopping in Gems TV. Look at that cut. Look at that colour. For me, that colour is just happiness personified. It's golden, it's gorgeous, it looks absolutely stunning with so many other colours. I just think the sun is beaming from these incredible briolet cut citrines. Probably the best citrine we have here at JewelleryMaker. AZZC54 is your item code. Now we haven't got long, so we're going to power into this and then we're going to move over to Fiona where we're going to catch up for challenge. Wait. 0800 644. Have a look at these. They're just divine. Look at that cut. Super beautiful. Have a look at these. They are lovely, aren't they? I absolutely adore these. I put them in here. And I put them with a gold finding and they'd be with a post and butterfly back. And that's all. That's all. Do you know that you can get earrings just like that in that aforementioned jewellers? Now we don't have loads of these and I am seeing lots of you on screen right now. They are simply beautiful. They've only been on air once before, so they're very new. All yours for a very low, considering what you've got, £39.95. These are stunning citrine, the gemstone of happiness. What a wonderful gemstone to offer anybody. These could be a necklace, they could be absolutely anything. Just £39.95. Jackie in Monmouthshire, Jacqueline in Cumbria, Andrea in South Yorkshire. Now we're going to move over very swiftly to Lady Potter. Are you ready for us, Pee-Pee?
I'm ready for you.
Now, have you got, yeah, we only had one challenge strand, didn't we? Are you ready? Oh,
You did it.
she beat me. You're do you know what? Amelia's just well slow compared to you at that. Whoa, look at Bad Loser. Were you trying to hit me?
No, I was going to put little horns on your head.
Oh, horns. Oh my gosh!
Try it on, see if it fits.
Look! Shut up! No way, it's for me.
It's only a quick one.
It's gorgeous. You're amazeballs.
I'm trying.
I love
I'm
this.
trying.
Look at this, look at this.
I have to say, if I did that one again, I would not make my own clip. I would actually put a proper brooch clip on it. But
Oh, I love what you've done. What
I
are you
just
talking
wanted
about?
to put something on. But I mean,
Love
at least
that.
you could put a scarf through it or something.
I
if you
love
wanted
it.
to.
That is super cute. I love it. I love those concave facets. Did you love that?
Oh, it's absolutely
Looks amazing in
gorgeous.
there, doesn't it?
Absolutely gorgeous. And those little emeralds, don't they just sort of set it off beautifully?
Make it more
well?
valuable. Yes, it's gorgeous. $39.95 is for the Briolette cut draw. If you want Fiona's strand, thinking about you.
You will when you're eating your cheese.
When I'm eating my French cheese.
And I'll be thinking of you, of course, next time we're going to have some cheese.
I'll be with you, won't I?
You will.
Remember you promised.
Absolutely.
Now. Either that or there'll be dummy
You will
house
be. You'll
of
be there.
hay.
You'll be there.
Fiona's back next Saturday. What's the medium?
We do mixed medium
Again,
again,
mixed
but
medium.
it's not resin.
Becky.
It's not resin. We're mixing two other mediums.
Watch this space. We know we love Lady PP. Now, coming up after me is Hannah. Hannah, keyword for this evening, please. Have you guessed? Yeah, is it lush? What is it? What's going on tonight? Lushness. Pure lushness. Wire deals? Wire? What else is? Yeah, wire. Under 10. Wire under £10.
Wire and under £10.
You've got absolutely loads going on. An under £10 section, wire, loads, and the gorgeous Hannah. She gets a little bit Welsh as she goes along. But that's good, because we like that. And tomorrow we have got the amazing Karen Crawford, and the pieces she's done, crazy. She'll probably be eating cheese with me afterwards and before, I don't know. She definitely wouldn't
I'm
do.
going to bring you some cheese.
Everyone's got to bring cheese, it's true. Thank you so much for your company, you've been amazing. Please don't forget, Amelia's got cheese in her pocket, has she? Yes. Don't forget to keep it interactive with Hannah. Probably going to continue the theme of what have you done that's highly inappropriate in life? And then wished you hadn't done it, like me kissing Fiona Potter on the lips earlier. We have been Lady PP and Lady CC, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night. Mwah.